on request.
Yeah.
Eddie,
Like-
come on request.
No, I could never do that, dude.
Right. Eddie,
It's
why is
always
this so-
unwanted.
Look how empty your room is, bro.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. This is
It's
what
sad
has
to
become
see. You hate
of
to
Money
see it.
Mendez. I do hate to see it.
And
Everything
how-
it's not really empty. It's just the other wall. All the statues are over here, guys.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Next week,
Yeah.
next week it's going to be an empty chair with a mic.
Oh,
God willing.
Wow.
Are you an angel?
What?
An angel. I heard the deep space pilots talk about them. They're the most beautiful creatures in the universe.
Hello there.
We are tonight's entertainment.
We would be honored if you would join us.
He's got a billion toys.
You brought in the doll collection.
These are not dolls, Jim. These are commodities. Same as gold or oil.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You are now listening to the Collecting Weekly podcast.
This is the true form of floor gang right here. Very nice. YouTube.com/collectingweekly. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Big.
Hey guys, my name is Zach.
I'm Dean.
oh, Mario.
I'm Eddie.
And I'm Jonathan.
Welcome to this week's episode of Collecting Weekly. It's a weekly podcast where my friends and I talk about the things that matter the most to us this week in collecting.
That's right. We want to thank our friends over at Water Scrapyard, 16 Corner, and Manscaped for sponsoring this week's episode of Collecting Weekly.
We have a great show planned for you guys tonight. There's something that happened this past week that hasn't happened. I think it's only happened maybe twice before this since we've been recording. Right? It's like once every year type of thing. We also have 3 new Hot Toys to talk about and more. Dean, before I get into that, let's kick it off with the world's favorite podcast segment.
Yeah, is everyone ready?
Yes.
It's new this week.
Yeah. What'd you get new this week? So I got my, this is from Eric Mariscal. I've been wanting to buy this from him for like years. Finally got it. It's the custom Clone Commander Thorn in 6 scale. And he's a total badass, so I'm happy to add him to the collection. He's currently next to me. You can't see him on the screen, but once I get all my other clones in here, I think I have like 12 now, so I'm good.
Love it.
Oh, you had more
Love
than
it.
12.
Maybe, well, I got 2 Codys, so maybe I have like 13, but I wanted 10, and then I think I've gotten a couple more since then, so
Can't
Dean the
get
Dream
enough of
shooting
looking
for
at
the
clones.
stars.
yeah.
I think this looks pretty good. How long have you been bugging Eric for this? It's been like 2 years, right?
Yeah, easily. So like before he even got it, I was like, dude, let me just finish paying on it. Like, I'll keep it. He's like, no. And then he got it. I was like, dude, just sell it to me. And he's like, no. And then just one day he was like, yeah, I'll sell it to you. I was like, yes.
Hell yeah,
So,
dude.
I figured I'd pick
Yeah,
it
you
up.
brought this to Stevens, and I think it looks pretty good. You're gonna move all your detops and everything to your new like streaming area, or is it gonna stay at your old place?
No, I'm like totally moving over here, so everything
Hell
will
yeah.
be eventually. This is a temporary room. I'm not going to be in here forever, but we're
Yeah.
finishing out my living space. So
You tease.
hopefully by like October, I'll be totally ready to, or I'll be totally moved in. So
Let's catch up on the chat. We got Toy Mafia, Eddie Maestro, James C, Mark Pearson, Equan, Facebook user, Shumata, Alvin J, Red Wolf, Mario's in the chat also. I had a good week. So big shout out to Palladium Poisoning, Mitch C. He sent me over the upgrade suit Spider-Man. We were talking a few weeks ago, and he's like, I have this kind of like extra figure that I put together, and he offered it to me, and it was very generous of him. So big shout out to Mitch. It goes great with the Miles Morales, and I got in the detox back there. It's a really nice figure. Last night, right after we got off our first unboxing stream, we have this group called Alamo Stash Bin, and they kind of do like store reports. So if you're there and you see something cool, you'll post it in the group. and I have a Walmart that's about 5 minutes from me, and the Homelander and the Starlight, which are figures that I really wanted. Someone had said they just opened up a fresh case of them, so hauled ass down there, and I was able to get one for me and Manny. Manny only wanted the Homelander. But yeah, these are great figures. We did an unboxing. Unfortunately, YouTube took it down for being unsafe for children, I think it was. And so we're appealing that decision. And if we lose the decision, then I'll just do like an official review on them, because I think they're too cool not to like share on the channel. But yeah, these are great. So I was looking for these for Father's Day weekend, and obviously my Walmart got them a bit early, which is nice because I'd gone like 0 for 5 at Walmart's trying to find them. So
Dude,
definitely good.
I actually saw these today at my Walmart. I did not pick them up.
Should have got me a Homelander.
Them.
Dude, I want another one. They're so good, dude. The Homelander is ridiculous. We also have Joe P says upgrade suit Spidey's a dope figure. Scott Bradley, Sean Usby, Red Wolf. We have to play something actually legally required before we get into anything else. So let's hit him with one of these.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Now you guys have been advised. We probably should have played that right at the beginning, but we were trying to kill each other. So let's get into the news. Hot Toys Kuiil 245 July to September 2022. I think John's probably really happy to see this, being that he thought it might have been left on the table. I think the sculpt looks better than it did at that like weird booth thing that they had for that Star Wars event. I think the accessories are a little light, though I don't really remember him like doing all that many things in the show that they don't include. You got the bucket there, you got the tranquilizer, you got one of these little remotes and a gun and a bag. Maybe the only thing I think it could have came with is the like that steel pram that he makes for Baby Yoda. That's really the only thing I think it's missing. But $245, a little bit more expensive than I was expecting, especially since it's like, you know, one of those smaller figures like a Wicket style character. Dean, what do you think about it?
Cool, I guess. I don't know. Kuiil's just kind of like a very forgettable character for me. I'm not a huge Kuiil fan, but I mean, if you like it, it's cool. I think it looks great. Little pricey for the size. Like you said, not a whole lot of accessories, but I mean, if you need it, there it is.
Unforgettable character, Dean. Were you not one of the ones that was as soon as you came out, as soon as you started saying "I have spoken"? Were you not one of the ones that started saying that also?
I don't think I was.
You not? No.
No,
dude, I was. Man, I freaking loved it. Look.
Yeah, I don't want to say like unforgettable. I guess that's not. I don't know. Like just very, like, I'd sooner have a Jawa in my collection than a Kuiil.
Over
like,
Kuiil?
Wow.
Ooh,
yeah,
that hurts.
Dude, there's more. There's way more character in Kuiil than in Jawa, dude. I mean, come on, man.
That hurts.
I don't know. I just
look now. This
like
is
when
a
he
great
died. I was
figure.
like, cool.
Wow, you heartless human.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
The way
he died?
fell over his arm was hilarious.
Oh no.
Sean says very expensive for the size, but I bought the 2-pack just for reasons. Alvin says wow. Equan says unforgettable. He goes memorable. Eddie, what do you think?
Oh, I like this a lot. I was with John. I didn't think we were gonna see this. I thought it was gonna sit on the coming soon site forever. This is awesome. I think he's a great character. I love the actor Nick Nolte that played him. He's got a very memorable voice. You know, great. It was just he was a great character.
Ancestors rode the great mythosaur.
It's exactly what he sounds like. But I think he brought
Eddie
a lot
says
of.
the old Dean would have loved him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I
miss the
don't
old
know.
Dean.
I'm just not a big Kuiil fan. That's all.
I think Kuiil brought a lot of heart to the series in the beginning, and then especially towards the end of the season. And he was he in the beginning of season 2 or the end of the season? That's
He was
it.
at the episode 1.
No, he never made
Episode
it.
two,
He died.
Yeah,
He died
season
in
2.
season
Yeah,
one, two-
yeah.
season
He
one.
died in season 1, like the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right. Yeah.
He-
I
I
guess that
think-
was the beginning of season 2.
So I think it's cool. I want to get it. I'll probably get it when it releases. I haven't pre-ordered yet though.
John?
What do you think, John?
Yeah, look,
John,
I didn't think we were gonna get this. Dean,
Can you let him tell us what he thinks?
zip it
Fuck.
over there, buddy. I didn't think we were gonna get this, so I'm happy that I'm shocked. I thought it was gonna be another re-release, but they played it strategically. Look, I love the character. I think the clothing, our clothing and everything, the accessories, perfect. Looks great. I'll pick one up. They played it strategically. They're including him with. You have the option, just like the Mando, where you can get a blurg, which is fantastic because those who have the original Mando now don't have to buy a blurg by itself. You can buy the Kuiil with the blurg, and then have the Mando posed. Just have one blurg and play around that way. And they were really smart with doing these Grogu and then all steel Pram separate. So they're gonna force you to buy that Pram separately, because there are a couple of photos where you see Kuiil working on the Pram with his glasses. So brilliant, I think, marketing and business wise, the way they approached these 3 releases. Will I be picking one up? Definitely. This little setup here with the blurg, yeah, I'm super excited to get that.
What about the Grogu set?
I won't go for the Grogu set. I won't go with the Grogu set. It'd be nice to get a bike for him as well, where you can have Mando on the blurg sort of thing, and then you can have Kuiil separately on the Trooper's bike. Same with IG-11, but who has space for all that, right?
Yeah. You also, like you mentioned, you can get the Kuiil and the blurg 540 July to September 2022. I think kind of a missed opportunity, because it looks like this blurg is the exact same sculpt as the other one. I think it would have been nice to have like maybe a difference in, maybe the mouth a little bit more open, just a slight subtle variation. So if you picked up both 2 packs, you wouldn't have the exact same blurg on the shelf.
Yeah, especially since there's like, I'm assuming just looking at this, no articulation in this thing. So like, just change the mold up a little. You don't have to re-engineer hinges or anything. Like,
no, I think the arms and the legs do move.
Yeah.
They come off?
I think they
jaw?
It'd be nice if the jaw would articulate a bit, like the...
I don't know, man.
See you.
The fucking... Oh, what the hell?
Do we want...
Oh, I thought you did that on purpose.
Zach, what did you do?
You did that. You were the one that did that.
That wasn't me. Anyway.
Some people were discussing that the height's a little bit off. That's not as accurate.
Yo, those people are fucking picky as shit. They were drawing like math diagrams
I know.
with like
buddy.
fucking geometry and shit. Like, look, it's like chill. It is what it is. Okay.
No, I'm really happy with it. I like the.
I look. So after I saw those, I looked it up, and in some pictures, when the blurg is leaning forward, his feet do go down further towards the eyes. But there's another picture I sent in the group where it looks just like this. Like it looks perfectly portioned when he's on the blurg next to Mando on the blurg, and so I think it's just an angle thing, you know.
Like you were saying last week when you're taking the peanut pics, it's all about the angles, my guy.
Exactly.
The angle and the dangle.
It's always the angle.
Jesus. No,
That's
this was
exactly
here we go.
What it looks like too. Just
this
like
was
that
interesting.
blurg.
Jesus, you might want to get that checked out. Mark 1, you got liver spots on your peen. You might want to get that checked out. Mark 1 War Machine reissue 375, July to September 2022. Not the worst price point that I've ever seen, but we'll talk more about this later in our main segment of the week. But it just seems like if there's any figure that's even remotely expensive that's from like Star Wars or Marvel, it's almost better to just hold off at this point. Like I think the days that you're gonna be paying $1,000 for a figure on the secondary market or getting $1,000 for a figure, I think it's over. You know, I think if you have a niche figure like a Maleficent or like one of those one-off characters, maybe it'll go up there in value. But if you're collecting a mainline figure like this, I mean, I think even just any Iron Man or War Machine, I think the market's probably going to cap like at $500 or $600. I can't see anyone paying any type of real money for these figures anymore. And I think Hot Toys doing a disservice by just doing a straight reissue rather than like a slim version like Ian from OFAC mentioned.
These motherfuckers don't come with anything anyway. It's like, here's a figure and some hands. Like,
Well, they
The
could have
face
done a
sculpt's the
regular
same.
base instead of the diorama base. I guess.
It
that
comes with the
would've been
diorama
better.
base, some swap out parts. I mean, it's not totally bare bones.
Well,
but-
they could have added some
No,
more
I'm
swap out
saying,
parts for the
I'm
Delta
saying
damage
like
also.
if they're doing what you're saying and give something valuable about the old one, is give this one
do
the regular
do the
hexagon
regular
or
base.
something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Even the faceplate. What do they do with the faceplate? Is that the same
I think you have the light up head and then the sculpt head.
with
It
roads?
just swaps out.
He's saying,
They
is it
didn't
the
get that on the original?
faceplate
It's
from
the
the
same
original,
shit, no?
or is it
Yeah.
retooled?
No, it's the same thing. It's
all
the same
thing.
faceplate, the same battle damage, the same clean one. This is like literally the same figure.
They even have the balls to put on the marketing reissue of the balls on these guys.
Maybe Howard doesn't listen, John.
So I gotta play devil's advocate because me and my brother were not collecting when this came out, and we both wanted it. And Sean was selling his recently. I had thought about picking that up, and there was another one. Someone was selling for another good price, and I was talking to my brother about it, and we both were like, we can't do it right now, can't swing it. And then this happens, and we're like, no fucking way, dude. So we both want to pick it up, so we're happy. I understand the gripes from the original guys, but I don't look. It's still gonna maintain what you paid for it, right? If something maintains what I paid,
depending if you paid retail for it. I mean,
well,
if you paid
yeah. I
$100
mean, if
for
you
it, then no, it
paid,
doesn't.
if you paid over retail, like these obscene prices that it was going for, then I feel like you got to understand things like this happen.
It won't even
Like, it's-
maintain retail. What do you
No,
mean?
it'll maintain
What makes
retail,
you say
maybe
that?
slightly
Why,
under.
why
Yeah.
would I spend? Okay, so what's this figure? What's the price of this figure?
Price is $375.
$375. Well, let's say the original was $275. Let's just say it was
wasn't.
$275. It wasn't.
Uh-huh.
No, it was like 360. something.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it
that
was
proves
pretty
my
Yeah,
point
they usually
even more.
they usually keep them pretty close to inflation.
That proves my
price.
point even more. Why am I, as a collector, gonna buy the original unless I'm someone who collects the? Hold on. Hold on. Why would I buy? Unless I'm someone who wants to collect the originals of everything, why would I go and purchase the original over the new re-release?
Because you like War Machine.
Because you could
That's
get
the
it sooner.
thing. This
You
is
could
the
get it
thing.
sooner.
I understand what you guys are saying about collectors, and everybody
Doesn't
keeps
make
saying,
sense.
why is a collector this or that? Are you a collector that only cares about value? Because whether they reissue this one time, two times, fucking every month, I like War Machine. If I have one, I got War Machine.
So
If you don't like War Machine,
that's great.
don't get it. You know what I mean?
You
This
like
is
War
the
Machine.
best. This is the best War Machine. If you're a figure collector, if you're a 1/6
agree with
scale
that.
collector, this is the best War Machine.
Okay,
So
this is the
you
best War
get it
Machine. So
because
why would
you're
I
a
buy
War
the
Machine
original
fan.
one?
Yeah, see,
why
here's
would
the
you
thing.
buy the
Same as
original one?
Say it one more time.
Why would you buy the original? You got this one.
Exactly. So why would I buy the original one? That's why I'm saying the original
This
one
is the
loses the
original
value.
one.
Well, no.
The
John's
original
saying,
does
why would you
lose
pay?
value.
John's saying, why would you pay $375 for the original when you could pay $375? And
Well,
get a
the
figure
original's
that's
same
new?
as this, right? If nothing's
Yeah, but
retooled
the
on
figure
this,
has
Yeah, but
3
the
years
box,
of wear
the
and
collector,
dust.
exactly. Yeah, the mentality.
I
that
get what
people
John's
put in-
saying.
Here's an
I think-
example. Here's an example. Mario had one of these, right? He was like, hey, maybe I'll sell it, maybe I won't. And I was like, dude, I want this figure. Let me know how much you're going to sell it for. If Mario messaged me tomorrow
That's wrong,
and was
Albert.
like, yo, I'm going to
Alvin's
sell
point
it,
goes to Eddie.
I'm not going to give him $375 for it. I'll give him like $250. It's
Why not?
used. It's already old.
It's open box.
It's open box. It's used. It just
Right.
is. Even if he fucking...
would you
you
give
know,
him
just-
300?
I don't think Mario would
I-
have any problem
That'd be
today
fair,
selling it for
300?
$375. Because
300 is
there's
most of your
people
money back.
there,
You still
there's
gotta
people that
consider
aren't
the
going to
weight.
want to wait till
Exactly.
July
That's
to September
true.
2000.
You're not wrong. I'm just saying.
I think
for
yeah, I
me,
think there's a point
I'm not
where
paying top dollar. It's used.
yeah, I think the closer you get to that release date, the lower that price goes. Right
What
for
about
the original
okay?
version?
What about this? We wait for this to release. It's sold out again. Would you pay him $375 for that?
It won't sell out.
But that's, we don't know that.
You guys.
We don't know that.
Do you think? All right, so let me ask this. Obviously, the companion piece for this is the Mark VI, a very expensive figure before this series of reissues.
It's already lined
$600,
up.
$800. Do you think this is going to come out again, the Mark VI?
Of
Yes.
course.
It's a
Come on.
yeah.
100%.
It's
I
like
think it's pretty
a
much
very
guaranteed at
safe
this
bet.
point.
If you have a
Yeah.
Mark 6, sell it. Take the advice.
You want
That's
to
the
buy Mark
thing.
6?
look, we love comparing. Well,
Put that in the
I
box
don't
for my
love,
birthday, Mario.
but people. This is a big thing now. Is
Actually,
Hot
Alita-
Toys?
Alita.
Hot Toys are stocks, right? You buy and sell at the correct time in the game. So sell
Hot Toys are not
Mark
good
6
investments.
now.
I'm sorry. I don't.
They're
buy
not.
all
They're
these
not. But
channels.
if you're a stock person, then this is what happens with stocks. They lose value.
They're not a
sometimes.
good investments. They're the equivalent of penny stocks. Very high risk. If you're looking at it as an investment standpoint, you can make money. You can make money, but you're pulling the collector out of the situation. You become a businessman at that point.
I disagree.
Because, okay, well, when you get to your turn, you can state your.
No, I didn't say. I just said I disagree.
Well, we're also gonna have this bigger conversation towards.
Yeah,
the
maybe
middle
we'll
of the
wait.
show.
Maybe
But
we'll
yeah,
wait.
Okay.
But yeah. No, this is good. This is good. We got the round one. We got the oven preheated.
I'm only kidding, Eddie. I love you, man.
Friendships
it's all
ending
good,
tonight,
right?
guys. Friendships are ending tonight.
No, they're never ending.
While we're on that subject, NECA Batman clearly won last night. You know,
Oh, my
and all I have to say about
That's
Interbay,
not what
just
the
looking
poll
at
says.
We'll give it to him.
Piece of garbage.
Let him sleep at night. He can have
Shumata
it.
says apes together strong, dude. That's our motto for we're doing a state of the network this week.
That is actually, yeah, that's in the chat.
Yeah, apes together strong, baby. I'll say this, and then we can expand on this later. But this kind of reissue stuff is why I started putting my money into comics, like graded comics. And Danny Lee is such a sweet angel, a great person for advice on comics, one of the best in the biz.
Yep.
Graded comics hold their value incredibly well, right? If you're not buying when things are too hype, I sold my Mark 46 for a really good price, bought one really important graded comic, and that graded comic is 2-3 times the price of the Mark 46 now in about a year. So we'll get to it in the main segment of the show, but we'll preheat the oven now. Up next, DLX, staying on Iron Man. We talked about this last week, and I just wanted to briefly give an update. The price is $250, right? We were saying it has to be under $500, it has to be under $350.
I'm the one that said 250, and someone said
250. 250 is bananas. That is bananas. BAN.
The only thing I don't like about this is the Mark 43. You have to take the arms and legs off for it to fit inside.
I think that's a decent compromise because there's no way you would be able to articulate it in this fashion. Real quick, coming out first quarter 2022 for this release.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that was the only thing I didn't like. Because you could do that with the Hot Toys. You could put the whole figure in there.
Yeah, and
Well, the Hot
I
Toys
wonder
looks
how
like a
the
potato.
articulation works with the figure in there. I never even thought of that with the Hot Toys.
Hot Toys can't articulate. I don't know. What do you mean? It just stands up straight up and down.
Yeah, it's just
No, the
stands up.
legs.
You try to
the
bend it
legs
in
and
it.
the arms move.
Not
The
very much.
second one doesn't articulate.
Yeah, but based on like what they did with,
Yeah.
I'll use Ironmonger as an example. I wouldn't move that too much.
Yeah, but you don't move anything.
I don't move
That's a
anything.
fair-
The only person I've ever seen that's more scared of their figures is that dude from Sideshow. Dude, that dude was trembling today.
Dude, that is John's uncle, dude. That guy
How dare
is
you?
John's
That
uncle.
poor guy was having a bad day. You see it in his face. If you watch the video, you look in that guy's eyes, and he's like, "Save me, please."
You know why he's
they
trembling,
did
dude?
that man
Because
dirty, dude.
he's been unboxing so long, and recently, after the Wolverine, now he's like, "Fuck, man!
Dude, we
if
call
I
him out,
fucking
yeah.
break anything."
Equan says the Comic Cave version was 500. I think it's actually
guy.
550. 30 with the super value. James C says Hulkbuster Deluxe moves pretty good. I'm sorry, James. I've seen people try to pose that figure dynamically, and the best you're getting is like one arm up, one leg forward.
If James owns it, and Zach, you've never owned it, I'll take James' words over it.
I mean, I've seen pictures of people that are.
I've seen
posers.
pictures too. Pictures don't move.
Oh,
Damn.
I've seen videos.
Danny's
What do you mean?
spitting facts. Danny said the Sideshow guy at least tries to pose.
Dean, what is Dean's problem today? The old Dean would never
Sounds
do this
like
to
the
us.
peanut gallery is expanding.
I know. What is Eddie? What do you think about this?
I think it's cool.
Dean,
I
are you
think,
drawing? What are we doing right now? Come on.
Yeah.
Dude,
I can multitask.
Jesus.
Does this affect
have
the
a show
show?
right now.
Have I not been entertaining? Chat, let me know.
Dude, come on, man.
Jesus.
Like,
Point to
can we
me.
get
Look at that.
He was talking about the picture thing. Anyways, John.
No, Eddie was going, no?
No, it's cool. I like it a lot. I think it's a good compromise if you don't want to spend the money on the Hot Toys, because that's the fair price. I can't believe the price that came out on this. That's insane. I think that
amazing.
I may purchase it just to see what it's all about because of how good the price is. So,
would you get the 43 also, or just the Hulkbuster?
I feel like you need the 43.
Yeah.
I was in the same boat.
Coming out of the cockpit right there.
Yeah, I was in the same boat. Like, well, you need both, so you're really not saving that much. But the fact that you have to take apart the 43 to fit it in there, I'm like, I'll just not have it in there. Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's just like, to me, it's like I shouldn't have to disassemble a figure. Because now I have to fucking stow these arms and legs somewhere. Right?
Thank you.
I got to put them in a box.
Money, Dean. I appreciate that.
Display it separately.
Yeah, like, I mean, this pose on the left is super cool, but like 10 times out of 10, it's going to look like it does on the right. I'm not going to have it open with the other figure on display. So I think $250, that's a pretty crazy deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love it. I think the DLX line is probably one of the best lines in recent memory. Next to RoboDow, but that's also 3.0. I mean, 3.0, I think this year is just coming for it.
Yeah.
It's coming for Figure of the Year.
You're not wrong.
Thunder Toys TD 2021C was announced this week. 164, releasing Q4 2021. There is also a diorama set, which some companies are selling it together. Some companies are selling it separately. If you buy the diorama base separately, it's $185, also Q4 2021. The thing is, though, I was talking to Jenny from 16 Corner, and they were saying the reason that some companies are separating them is because the box set, when you buy it together, it's over 2 kilograms. And right now, a lot of countries, I don't know if it's COVID restrictions or what, but they're just not accepting parcels of that size. I know on Toys Wonderland you can get the diorama set, but once you factor in the shipping, even at the cheapest shipping rate, it was $430 shipped, which is quite expensive. So a lot of what you're paying is that higher shipping price. But I think this figure looks good. I don't know how much I trust a third-party Spider-Man in this fashion. When you look at something like the Dark Spider from So-So Toys, I mean, it's a Spider-Man figure, but it's basically a dude in a suit. Like, you could take all the clothes off. You can adjust the body if it's too loose or too tight. The Young Rich Spider-Man, as much as we liked it last year, I think it really hasn't aged that well. And so, like, that figure, I have 2 of one of the bodies, and one of them already broke. And the other one is just, like, so much shit is wrong with it. So unless they use a really high-quality body that's in the suit that's like stitched shut, I'm not really sure how I feel about that. Also, it's been a while since I've seen the Raimi trilogy, but I don't ever remember his suit like having this sort of neon effect on it.
Yeah, that was going to be my first complaint.
Maybe I'm wrong,
I don't get it.
But it seems like a feature that's completely unnecessary, adds nothing to the figure, and probably makes it more difficult to produce.
It definitely doesn't have anything to do with the movie, because those are like metal in the movie.
Yeah.
I guess maybe at certain angles they reflect, but they don't glow in the dark. That being said, this thing is sweet. I probably won't get it. Like Zach said, there's too many what ifs in a closed suit figure. But I mean, the Raimi suit's a popular suit, and people don't want to pay for Hot Toys with their broken ass ankles. So I think this is a good alternative. By you, Mario. Oh.
I think he's frozen. While he's getting back in, Zhao says, get your Toys Era Ock now while you can find it at the normal price.
No.
Jimmy James says Hot Toys need to release the Raimi suit. They could easily just tag it from the video game since it's in there. Alvin says, I have a feeling that Hot Toys will release a Doc Ock. They rushed the last PS4 Spider-Man months to a year ahead. It would be interesting, though, because if Hot Toys does a Doc Ock from the game, it wouldn't be the
right.
What's his name? Molina?
Alfred Molina.
Alfred Molina, thank you.
Yeah, but this is with this balcony. This is from the first movie, so the Green Goblin, which is also a figure you could go find right now, which I think you should if you're really going to.
It's selling out, though. It's getting harder and harder to find.
Yeah, super hard to find. So both of those figures, anything Raimi related, I think you should grab. Also, with the new fucking Spider-Man, like with all the rumors and stuff, I just think it's a good idea to be getting these figures anyway, because I think we might see them in some form or fashion in the future soon.
Alvin says Melina confirmed for the new Spider-Man movie. Eddie says Mario staring into my soul. Mario, what's your thoughts on this?
I never liked this suit, man.
What?
I never really cared for it. I wasn't the biggest fan of this Raimi suit, man. I was like, ugh.
Not like this. Not like this.
No, like everybody mentioned before, it's a second chance to get, I guess, something newer in this fashion. That there's a lot of collectors out there that do like this suit. There's an opportunity for them to pick this up. That's, I guess, more toned to today's technology or what have you, or in other words, no broken ankles. Dean, what you mentioned earlier with all the rumors possibly being true for the next Spider-Man movie, I'm not going to be surprised if even Hot Toys comes out with this, right? Because that happened before. That happened before with Cable, right? It happened with the Tony Stark suit, with the race car suit. So I get what you're saying, but at the same time, it's like, do you want to take that gamble to get a third party, which looks all right, or do you want to like wait and go for the Hot Toys where you know the quality is at and possibly get some sort of portrait out of it? Sorry guys, I spaced out. I don't know the details on this thing, but it's a pass for me. But if y'all like it, then cool.
You don't know the details?
Hey, I am happy that you guys like it.
You don't know the details? It's almost
Do your homework.
He's using his own.
Hoisted by his own petard.
Jeez.
Eddie, what do you think?
I think it's fucking awesome. This is my favorite Spider-Man. My favorite suit.
Did your mom dress up as
this?
This
is my
one too,
Spider-Man.
or?
Oh my god. No, she did not.
Mary Jane.
But it's a huge staple of my childhood. Watching all three. I like the third one too. People don't like the third one. I like the third one.
Dude, the third one's not bad.
It's got my boy.
I just can't get over seeing
show in there.
Toby Maguire, or Eric.
Yeah, Topher Grace.
Topher Grace, there you go. Yeah, I can't get over seeing him.
Yeah,
dude, he's just not good.
That's Eddie Brock.
Just not a good Eddie Brock.
No.
Yeah.
I'll give you guys that. But as a kid, I didn't give a shit. I liked it. So, it's actually this and the Phantom Menace are the two first movies I saw in the theater. Like, I don't remember which one was first. So I remember after I saw this in the theater, I came home and I was flipping everywhere.
What a
you
banger
know, like
year, dude.
But so I'm a huge fan of this. I'm gonna pre-order this. I have the Toys Era Goblin, and I have the Doc Ock if Toy Origin would ship it. It's on order. So I would want every figure from these movies, even a Topher Grace Venom, dude. I'll take it.
I didn't mind the Venom design, but Topher Grace, dude. Ugh.
Yeah.
Eddie, we gotta get you out here to California Adventure with the new Spider-Man ride, man. You'll be flipping everywhere. You'll love it.
Oh shit!
Flipping at home, flipping at night.
I saw the Avengers. What is it? The Avengers Campus, where
Avengers
they have the
Campus,
Spider-Man show, like where he's up on top of the building.
Oh, that's so
Jumping
cool.
around, do a little
I
flips.
saw that recently too. Yeah.
I think there's even like trampolines on the building, so he like shoots from one building to another. I saw. It was
No, that's
crazy.
an animatronic. They catapult it out, and then
that's not a person?
That's not a
Damn,
person.
No,
That's
it's
an
not a
animatronic.
person. It's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah, they just slingshot him out from one end to another, and you just see him flying, doing all goofy poses and shit. Looks pretty cool, man. I can't wait to go check it out.
Eddie, you said you saw the first movies you saw were The Phantom Menace and
and Spider-Man 1, yeah.
2 years after for The Phantom Menace?
Wow.
You waited
call.
2 years to go see
Good
another
call.
movie?
I said, okay, let me say the first two movies I remember seeing in the theater at a young age were
I
this
was like-
and Phantom Menace.
I was like, there's no way.
My bad. You got me on
Phantom
that,
Menace
dude.
was 99.
Do your homework.
God damn it. You know what?
Wow.
All I can say is,
Dean
Let me
was
pull it
smelling
up.
that bullshit.
A man can only admit when he was wrong and ask forgiveness.
The
forgive
standard
me,
figure, pretty bare bones, just a few hands, like 2.5 webs. I don't know what the fuck that is. Square base, and a lot of people in the Patreon chat were saying he's a little thick, but honestly, the Hot Toys ones are pretty thick.
Yeah, they got a big base.
Yeah.
let me ask you guys this. at first I feel like I need everything, but I actually think I don't need that damn diorama. I think I'm good with this.
Oh
It's
yeah,
gonna be so
you
much
could
more.
pass on that.
You know,
I would buy the diorama to pose with the Hot Toys figure. Forget this thing.
You can't pose, John. You mean?
Yeah, you don't pose anything, dude.
Dude, that's a
a
cool diorama though, man. You can get that. That'll
diorama
work with
sick.
like anything.
Yeah, that diorama is sick. I'd buy the diorama to go with the Hot Toys one. That's my.
Do you have the Hot Toys one?
I have the Hot Toys one. Horrible figure.
Can I have it?
The body,
Dude,
the proportions of the body are not there. The thighs are really thick.
Does yours have the ankle issues?
No, the ankles are okay. Everything with the figure is okay. It's just the suit. The suit doesn't fit the body well. It's a little wanky.
What?
Like the shoulders and stuff. The way the suit lays, it doesn't hug the body properly, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like what Mario
I had the
said.
black one. It fit perfectly, dude.
What Mario said.
That's the kind of version of
wonky. That's what I meant. Sorry.
You meant wongos.
I meant wonky.
Wanna wongos.
It's coming.
Wanna wonga?
With the new Spider-Man movie, Hot Toys will be on top of that, guaranteed.
If it's true.
So,
It's all big
rumors.
guess what? You should sell it now.
All right, sell yours now.
You heard it here.
Yeah, some of yours.
Sentinel announced pre-orders starting in July for Peter B. Parker on the 17th of in the next few months. So they did like a tease of just the legs there. Obviously, I think their Miles Morales came out really good. Not to trigger anyone from last week, but I'm pretty excited. I think it opens up the door for Gwen, at least those three, and then we'll see if how deep they expand the line. But
Fucking
Dude,
next
look at how
movie's gonna come
long
out by
the
the time
fingers
it's-
are. Look at his left hand. Holy shit.
That's
wait, what?
Look at the fingers on his left hand. It's so fucking long. It's like
Even his
nails.
legs. His legs
It's
look
like
super
Carnage
skinny.
hands.
Look at his legs.
But the proportions
It's
are right.
animated, guys. I mean, come on.
No,
He's
this
not
looks
even
better
look
than
how
your
skinny
Batman's
he
legs
is.
last
He doesn't
night.
have
What are you
the
talking
dad
about?
bod.
Well,
But
okay, so
in the movie, it
in their
changes left
point,
and right.
in their point, the teaser for Instagram had the hashtag of Peter Parker, not Peter B. Parker. So I'm really hoping it's Peter B. Parker, because I think just giving us a standard Spider-Man would be bad form on their part.
I think so.
But even the Mofex one is very skinny. It's not, doesn't have the belly. So we'll see.
But it changes
that
in the
is-
movie, scene to scene.
Is he skinny in one scene?
In
I
some
thought
scenes,
the-
he's
the-
less
the-
fat.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
There's some scenes where he's really like letting it all out there, and then other scenes where he's thick.
Why
It
would
can't be
you-
any worse than the Young Rich, right?
Why do they just
I'm-
keep?
Well, the Young Rich was fine minus his goofy ass eyes.
Do you know? Okay, I'm gonna say this, and Zach is not gonna like it.
If
know
you
how
fucking
people
say
get-
what I fucking think you're about to say.
You know what people? You know how people get burnt out on seeing people. I am burnt out on seeing everybody making figures from this damn movie.
You just
Okay,
said
hang
it.
on.
We waited years
ladies,
for
ladies
them,
and
and now they're
gentlemen,
coming
Hold on a
out.
second.
ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry to do. Going
Well,
forward,
Dude, we waited
hold
so
on a second, hold
long
on.
for any merch from this movie, and now we're finally getting it.
Yeah.
The thing here is, stop with the Spider-Man. Like, no, the Spider-Man's fine
Why?
from the line, but do other characters, man. Do other characters. It's like Spider-Man after Spider-Man.
I mean, they
do
could
some
do
other
He's
characters.
not wrong.
Doc Ock or Prowler.
Do the
could've
Doc
done-
Ock. How cool would the Doc Ock be?
Kingpin.
Kingpin. Do that.
we need
the
a we need an
Kingpin would
animation
be
style
amazing.
Kingpin.
It's Spider-Man after
Dude.
Spider-Man after.
Do a spider
Yeah,
pick.
it's all
Give
it's
us
all
Peter
Peter
Parker.
Parker and Miles. It's like I
come
want
on.
to.
And Gwen.
Yeah, it's like a cool Spider Ham would be cool, or the little anime girl.
No, you
I
said
forget her name.
Kingpin and Doc Ock. That'd be perfect. That would. I think that would
loved
bring.
Prowler in this movie.
That would bring a
Marvel
lot.
Legends
More,
made a really good Prowler, to be honest.
Yeah.
that'd bring a lot more people to the line. I think.
I don't think so.
Oh well.
Scorpion.
10 Spider-Mans is not going to bring people to the line. I'll tell you that.
The movie's fucking called Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay, so I don't need 10 different Spider-Man. Give me one. There we go. There's Spider-Man. Maybe
yeah, but
two.
the quality is to get into the Sentinel quality though, dude. I had the Mofex Miles and it sucks ass.
Those
compared to this.
legs, that guy's legs there for days. Look at my goodness.
I'm not saying
That's
that
the
they don't
animation
make
style.
great
Those are accurate
figures.
Animation.
proportions.
In the animation, have you seen the movie, John?
The latest one, the Spider-Verse one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it.
Did you really watch it? Because
loved
that
it.
didn't sound like you watched it.
No, I love the movie. But what I feel, I would get into the line. Just give me other characters. Spider-Man's just going to be chilling on the shelf by himself with Gwen. Give me some enemies. Give me, like we were saying, Kingpin, Scorpion. Mix it up.
What's
Yeah,
that
but
Tombstone guy?
that's most high-end companies. So most high-end companies only give you the main heroes.
Well,
Dude, Spider Noir, dude.
We need to get some
He
new
was
companies in here that
Nicolas
give the
Cage,
collectors what
Well,
they
that's
want.
what the third party is there for.
Dude,
By the way,
we're
this
gonna
is 12th scale, John. So I don't know if you are aware.
It doesn't matter if it's 12 scale. I collect
Well, you don't
12
collect
scale.
12 scale.
I would
Do you
collect
really?
12 scale. If there was something that interested me,
Fucking
100%.
believe
I got
The
the
Hulkbuster?
Hulkbuster that we were just talking about. No, that doesn't interest me
112.
enough. A line of the Spider-Verse with the villains and multiple characters, that would be something that would interest me.
I don't.
Yeah,
believe
but you gotta get your vegetables though. You gotta get your fucking core food groups before you go into dessert, my guy. You can't fucking. If they started this line with fucking
John,
the
eat
female
your
Octavius,
vegetables,
no
dude.
one would buy this line. Are
The
you kidding me?
side
If they
characters
started,
are the vegetables. Dude.
if they started this fucking, if they
agree.
started this line with the,
If they did this line with a
Octavius,
Kingpin,
I don't think it would. I don't think it'd go off the ground like if they did a Miles.
well, Miles is important, of course, but let's get it
That's
going.
the steak and potatoes right there, dude.
Yeah, let's get it going.
Although I would gladly eat a meal if it was just steak. So I don't mind another Spider.
100%.
I'm with Zach on this.
100%.
Yeah, I mean you gotta. I mean it's kind of like with Hot Toys, right? They did the reissue of the easy figure, the easy sell, and then they give you the things that are a little bit out there, right? I'm with you, John. I would love to see, because the only Kingpin that's out there right now, you have the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure in the white suit, and then the Marvel Legends Retro in the purple and the white suit.
Yeah.
I bought one and I tried to make it black and it didn't work.
Oh, really?
I'm with you. I would love, like, not just a Kingpin, but a Kingpin with the proportions from the movie. Kidding me? I would fucking.
Oh yeah,
eat that
I'd
shit
buy
up.
that immediately. Yeah.
But I don't think this line would get off the ground if that was the lead figure.
Yeah,
I think
but
you gotta start with
you know
Miles.
what
You
you
gotta start
do?
with Spider-Man.
That's
and then
fine,
you
but
branch
tease
in.
it a little. Tease. Give us some teases. Give us something to salivate over.
Well, we haven't seen any of the photos for this figure. There might be a teaser of something else. For example, Miles came with Spider-Ham's hammer. That's a teaser for that figure to come out eventually. I mean, I think this could be a big line, but people have to buy it for it to be there, right? You can't just lead off with.
I'd like Hot
they
Toys.
should pay.
They can't just lead off with fucking Spanish Scorpion and then expect everyone to get in this line.
I'd like
Yeah,
Hot
and if you
Toys to
want to
tackle
support
this.
this line, don't do what Zach did and buy fucking 5 of them at less than half the cost.
How is that a bad thing?
Because then they're
Sentinel
not
doesn't
gonna
care.
know.
Sentinel already sold them. It doesn't matter. GameStop giving them for free. Sentinel
I'm
already made
just
their
saying,
money.
dude, you're a bad person.
GameStop obviously
That
made their
was a
money if they
fair
didn't cancel my
point
order
there,
yet.
Zach.
I would
Yeah,
like to
what the
see
fuck?
Hot Toys tackle this line.
Kidding me? They did. They are. What do you mean?
They did. Like they did a couple, but I'm saying more
John,
again
look
the
at me.
villains.
They did this, my guy.
The villains and stuff. Can you imagine a
They
1/6
did-
Kingpin? Hot Toys?
I mean, it'd be fucking 24 inches tall because that
That is
motherfucker is
not
huge
gonna
in this
happen.
movie.
That
I
is
know it's not gonna happen, but I can dream.
dream
That's
away.
Dean's job. The M Toys Bane 2 versions, 170 releasing Q4 2022. You get the what is this? The bank heist scene, or is that the bank heist? It's the what is it, like the Wall Street heist first?
yeah.
Stockbroker. There you go, stockbroker, and then you also get the classic suit. This is like the billionth Bane of
Oh,
this.
I'm sick and
Oh my
tired of this
god!
shit,
Yeah, now
man.
this I'm sick and tired of. How many times does this need to be made?
It looks like
Obviously
it went
this
on
is
Jenny Craig.
These are kit figures, so you do have to buy the bodies. They do recommend Fison's, or as my co-host Ian says, Pison. And so these are
Pison.
coming out later this year.
How Python?
I'm with you. I don't give a fuck about Bane. Everyone knows my thoughts on these movies. Bane is one of the worst villains in cinema history.
Okay.
It's
That's
like
enough of that.
it's like you have this like huge impending dude who beats the fuck out of Batman, and then on their last fight, he's like, "I'm going to kill you," and then like he gets shot, and the movie's over. It's like, oh.
Wait, gets his ass beat first.
Well, he got shot.
No,
by
he's about to win, and then fucking Catwoman. He
got
on
his ass
screen.
beat.
He's on screen, and then he's gone, and that's it. You
Well,
don't
no,
see
he got
Bane
his ass
anymore.
beat, and then
He did get
Batman
his
got
ass beat.
stabbed.
Remember, he got
and
hit in the
then-
face, and the
Yeah,
mask
and
started
he
to
fucking
kill.
and Bane rallies. He's like, "All right, Batman."
No, he doesn't
stabbed.
rally.
Here I
Do you
go.
not?
I'm gonna go.
You didn't watch the movie.
I don't think he
Anyway.
rallied, my guy.
He was gonna kick his ass.
I agree
And
with
that
all
Wonder
of them.
Woman had to come in and save, or Catwoman had to save
Wow.
her.
I agree with.
Anyway,
all of them.
garbage
Doc
movie,
Ock showed up.
garbage character. Also, is this? Do they just like not give a fuck and just call it Bane and they're not licensed at all? Are these licensed?
Ooh, that's a
These
good
are
point.
not licensed.
They just went with Bane. That's some balls.
That's ballsy. Yeah.
Dude, these guys need to order Manscaped. Use code Collecting Weekly for 20% off because you got some big ass balls calling your thing Bane.
Big old hairy pair.
Dude, Harry Perry indeed.
Well, John, do you have any thoughts after that?
On this thing, no, I agree with Alvin. You're gonna see Hot Toys pull out a reissue on this guy. Watch this. Watch.
Shout
Especially
out
with
to
the
Dylan.
Batman.
If you know, you know.
He looks like he went on a diet. Like, why is that? Why is the clothing so baggy? The
It's
motorcycle.
baggy in the
outfit.
movie. Have you?
No, it's not that
huge
baggy.
in the movie. It's pretty. Dude, his clothes are pretty baggy in the movie. Equan says Dean needs to
No.
rewatch the scene. Joust says talked with M Toys. They claim the stock market. Daft Toys said an issue caused the gloves were too small to fit the Fison body, and I did have a hard time as well. M Toys said the gloves are right size for Fison M34, and they include the helmet.
He's right.
Manny says when Dean puts down my favorite movies, it makes me feel like a turd. Right?
Wait,
so
Andres
like better
says
movies.
Dean
That's all you have to
not
do.
right about the scene, but he's right. Bane is lame.
I would like to see
Mark
them do
says
the
Bane's been
motorcycle
eating
outfit.
good.
Wait, so Zhao, this is like a costume set without the body? You have to get a body to go with it?
You do have to get a
Or-
body to go with this one. Yes.
Oh, so it's just like the Daft Toys then. Yeah, because
it's a
I
kit,
got
so then
I'm sorry, I didn't pay attention. I was
I love you,
listening
bro. Fucking
to
love you,
Dean rant.
You don't even get the head sculpt.
No, you get,
you
the,
get
head
the
sculpt.
head
You just
sculpt.
don't get the body. You get all
Oh.
the clothes and everything. Because I got the
yeah,
Daft
the
Toys.
price that
and-
I'm getting this from, it said it recommends a Fison body. So
yeah,
it-
no,
this
the
is just a
Fison
costume
makes
set.
it amazing.
A beast.
But he's right about the gauntlet glove. That shit was so hard to get on. Like, I didn't want to take it off after I got it on there. It's insane. So that's cool to know that this did it a little better, because you guys, I love this character. I love this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Hardy killed it in my
Oh, I
opinion.
love Tom Hardy. He's so cool.
So the voice, he did great, and I don't know so much about the last scene that Dean was talking about. But when he
I'm
when he
watching it
takes
right
him
now.
out, when he takes him out the first
My God,
time
you're
and breaks his
doing
back,
so many
that
things.
scene was amazing, dude. And it's so iconic. The words that he Dean give us a Bane impression from when he tells him he was born in the dark.
You merely adopted the darkness. I was born into it.
Molded by it.
Beautiful.
Molded by it.
I didn't
Will
see the
says,
light
"Love this
until
No
character."
one
everybody
ever
met
caught
him.
me masturbating.
Jesus.
Because it's so
Put
dark.
it in my ass. Right. Manny says Dean watches movies and listens to music while on podcasts. He's drawing, watching a movie. The man does it all.
I
Dude,
like.
fucking
Will
Renaissance,
says-
man.
Will says, dude, imagine when he's fucking pounding ass. He's fucking doing
Hit the
everything.
nail on the
bro.
head.
Doing her taxes on the back of her head.
I don't know if we should be listening to.
Dean's like, I'm sorry.
I
that was
missed
good.
it, dude.
That was good.
Damn it.
What about taxes, my guy?
Clip it.
Clip that.
I'm gonna have to now.
Oh man, Dean's over there like, you got a Schedule C going on. Anyways,
Any
3-0
charitable donations?
Wonder Festival 2021
Dude.
Shanghai. Berserk Guts Berserker Armor limited edition. This is the bloody version. No word yet if this is actually going to hit the mass market past the Wonder Festival 2021, but I know that this figure is quite expensive on the secondary market. It's waitlisted, probably nearly
I
sold out.
am kicking myself, dude. Steven got this in. He messaged me. He's like, yo, do you want one? $150. I'm like, you know what? I really don't. Not right now. I'm cool. They sell out immediately. Then Miura dies. And now this figure is like $800. So if you get a chance to get one, if you're in Shanghai, go get one.
Dude,
Send me
honestly,
one.
this figure is so hot. I just jumped on the wait list just as it's cheap enough, right? And I have rewards. I'm like, let me see what happens. I think I don't know anything about the character, but I think the figure looks fantastic.
Dude,
Poses
Guts is so
incredibly. Dude,
Wow,
I'm
dude,
telling
Zach's
you
a
guys.
flipper, dude.
No, I just said I think it look. I buy good looking figures, Eddie. I don't know about you, but
That's
I buy
true.
good looking
You gotta
figures.
make
I don't
money
need
where
to
you
know
can.
the whole character's life story. All right?
Like Robo from Foosh, he does that all the time. He's like, I think it looks cool.
You're not wrong.
That's not how I collect, but I could appreciate
I think that this is one of the best. Not this particular one because it's not out yet, but I think that the base figure that this is from is probably one of the best 6-scale figures in terms of articulation that's ever been released. This thing is insane.
Yeah.
The poses you can get it into.
I
and
just
I'm a
would
big fan of
prefer. I would prefer this Guts, the Black Swordsman.
Mm-hmm.
The Berserk armor is cool, but like when I think of Guts, I think of this. So that's the only reason I passed on it. But it's like, well, shit. Like I don't know if I'll ever get a Guts figure now. So I'm kind of bummed I didn't get it. But
Yeah. Alvin says, did they ever make a good 6-scale Berserk? This is 6-scale, my guy. KJ says, flip over. Hold on, I'm carrying the 8. Yeah. MP52, I don't understand exactly what these photos are from. I think they're from like an early sample that someone got their hands on, but these are in-hand pics of the new Starscream. I think it looks okay, though. Honestly, if I had to pick between this and the Make Toys Meteor, I think I'm still going with Meteor. But I think it looks okay. I know we got a few Transformers peeps that watch the show. But yeah. Dean, do you have anything to say about this?
I'm not a Transformer guy. I do enjoy a good Starscream, though. Pretty much any Transformer I've ever bought or owned has been Starscream. I think it looks good. I wouldn't own it just because I don't have... I purged all my Transformers. I like this little nod to the Gearwalk pose over here on the left.
That's cool. I noticed that just from your figure.
Yeah, because like he never does that in the show, does he? I've never seen him do that.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, I think it looks good, but yeah, I know little to nothing about Transformers, so I give the floor to you, Zach. I'm in your wheelhouse.
Yeah. If anyone else has anything, please let me know.
No, I'm a Bayformer guy, so sorry.
You're a Bay, bro. Sideshow, they had an unsealed and revealed today of Grievous. And I will say this, I know we gave him a little bit of shit earlier. I think they did get there at the end with the pose. It does still have that really concerning base where it has that weird swivel thing and it doesn't lock in. And the figure itself, just from the handling of it, seemed very fragile. So I don't know how much of an improvement this one was over the initial release. But I am glad that people are able to get it and that the turnaround time is, it wasn't too crazy.
Dude, if it survived
Mario
Uncle
says,
John's posing, it's not fragile.
Jesus. James C. says, Mario looks really bored right now. No Star Wars talk. How dare you? Dean, what do you think?
I own this figure, the original one. When they announced they were coming out with the second one, I was like, there's no way they're fixing the problems it has. And then the release schedule was too close. I was like, yeah, they're definitely not fixing any of the problems.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Then they came out and said, hey, we're fixing the problems. And I was like, well, okay, Eddie, maybe you'll get a good figure after all. Because Eddie was like all gung-ho about it.
Yeah.
And like a sweet, naive little boy, he
like a good
didn't
neighbor?
listen to me.
Dean was there.
And sure enough, watching this review, I was like, yeah, they didn't do anything different to this thing. It still has the wonky arms that only articulate one way. There's like weird pistons in the biceps for no reason. The base with the hinge that just slides out everywhere. If you're going to pose it like this, it works fine. These arms articulate normally. I remember him not being able to hold the fucking sabers, so maybe they fixed the hands. It looks a little better in these photos. But yeah, it's like super easy pass for me. If you've had this figure and you know what I'm talking about, and you were waiting for for it to be better, it's not. But if you're like Eddie and you just have to have a Grievous, I guess go for it. It's cheap enough. I thought it would be more, honestly. What about you, John?
I was kind of in the same boat. I never got the original one. So when I saw this, I was excited. Hey, we're getting a Grievous.
You're excited about a reissue?
I don't think the Hot Toys are.
Whoa!
I don't think.
No fucking morals, dude.
I would never buy it. Don't get me wrong. I would never buy it because I lean more to the Hot Toys figures than Sideshow. But after watching our man there manhandle this figure today, no way. You'll get him in this pose for maybe a year and a half. That figure will crumble. And that's my 2 cents. I don't like
Alvin
the way
says-
the joints were set up and everything. I'm not a huge fan.
Alvin says Sideshow doesn't care. It's a top seller on the site. It's the only version around. Mario. Eddie.
Wow, dude. We finally
agree
get to
with
Star
Dean.
Wars, and that's your
Mario's
big
checking out.
fucking.
Mario needs some coffee tonight.
Yeah,
Dude,
no
a
shit.
lot
I
of-
need something.
a lot
Let
of
him
protection.
explain. Let him explain.
No,
Let it
I was
down.
I never really was interested in the Sideshow version, other than the premium format that they did. I think that one is perfect. It's spot on. For some reason, they just can't get their act together with the 6-scale figure. It just doesn't look good to me. For some, I don't know if it's because the cape is missing. I mean, maybe
The cape was the worst part.
Was it? I didn't
was-
see this video, dude. So
It's so thick because it's like double sided, but like it's I could never get it to sit normally. It was always like real like poofy on the sides. It's just not good.
Do you guys think that
I gotta play this real quick. I'm
do you
sorry,
g-
I have to.
Do you
And
guys
here,
think?
the center point also does pivot around
my
as
goodness,
well.
this is-
Okay,
this
so you've
hurts
got to
my heart.
pivot.
I have to, dude. I'm sorry.
This hurts my heart.
It'll turn completely, as well as fold and
Too
then
bad this
extend.
video didn't turn.
I wasn't going
Very,
to,
very
dude.
different kind of stand there. So I'm gonna.
Like this is.
Yeah,
like-
it was a uniquely engineered, just specific.
There was
to
a
this
there was a
figure.
lot of engineering. If people have the book that Sideshow did, which is sculpting a galaxy, there is a page.
And you'd think they'd have a cameraman where they can kind of like cut the bloody.
bad.
Do you guys think that Sideshow should throw in the 1/6 towel?
Sorry,
No.
I'm sorry.
I think
That
I
was-
think they do make.
Dude, when you said that he was shaking earlier, you were not kidding. That motherfucker looked scared, like I'm about to lose my job. I can't break another thing.
why would they give him a crotch grabber and not a waist grabber?
Dude, it's so bad.
What the
That
hell?
base ruins the whole thing. I could look past a lot of the stuff. Like, okay, maybe I can't get the arms in exactly the exact position I want. I don't need to display it with a cape. Maybe, the sabers can kind of just like hang in there. But the base is unforgivable. He's too top heavy to just stand on his own. It's like the one thing that needed to be perfect is just not. It's just, why would it need to hinge and swivel? It makes no sense. Wow.
Danny says, I know how stressful it feels to unbox live. James says, what a joke, like when they broke the Wolverine shoulders on live TV.
He actually broke a statue
The
live.
video did Sideshow no favors. Pembroke says, nervous AF. Dude, Sideshow did this thing where they were looking for guest hosts, like fans, I guess, like, and they're like, oh, submit like a tape of you, whatever. Dude, we would have killed it. We would have been like top finalists. We're good live. We fucking.
Scott's on my hit list.
Scott says the guy was sweating more than John.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think this did any favors, Eddie. I know you are ordering this, and I will say, I know I said it earlier, but at the end they did get there with the pose. I think they ended up with a good pose. But Eddie, have you seen this unsealed and revealed? And,
No, I saw
does this
it
change
on.
anything for you?
I saw it earlier on YouTube. I haven't watched the video yet though. But it sucks that what Dean's saying is like they didn't fix anything. That sucks, but I'm still gonna get it. I still want a 1/6 scale. I don't know if Hot Toys will ever do it, so I'll be content. And if Hot Toys does it, of course it'll probably be better, and of course it'll be cool, and I'll just get that one too. And maybe either I'll have two Grievuses posed differently. Like there's a ton of different looks for Grievous, and like Dean said, the price is pretty good. I need a Grievous, so
Get the
I'm
Iron
gonna get
Studios
it.
one, dude.
I might get the Iron Studios too, to be honest.
That's the 1/10 one, right?
Yeah,
Save
that
your money,
one's
go
super
get that
pricey
one.
though. Yeah, I think it's cool.
Joe P says that guy needs gloves to unbox to make it complete.
That's
Dude, I was
right.
at Walmart today, and they had those goofy like cleaning gloves, like the fucking like. I almost bought some for unboxings, dude.
You need them. It's
Like
not
I'm
an
talking
unboxing without the
dishwashing
gloves.
Dude, I'm gonna get them. So Toys, Mr. Butcher SST025, imminent arrival, should be shipping around mid-July. So if you have that figure on order, prepare for that. I think it looks really good. I can't wait for Homelander. I have Homelander on pre-order with OSC, and Definitely can't wait for that. Dean, it is that time of the show.
Oh my God. Can I guys talk to you about something?
No.
What's that, Dean?
What the scrapyard, Annie? I want to talk to you about Water Scrapyard. I can't believe you said no to me, Zach. You son of a bitch. You thought I was derailing the show, didn't you? But no, I'm talking about I'm talking about Wattos.
I thought you were doing the wrong sponsor tag, to be honest. I was like, no, what are you doing?
You son of a yeah. No, I'm talking about Wattos. You can find them on Instagram, Facebook, and eBay under Watto Scrapyard. Everybody knows the name. It's household at this point, but we love him. We want to give him a shout out. He makes 3D printed parts for hard to come by Kenner and Hasbro vehicles, which is a huge help when you're trying to find those like itty bitty lost like canopies and missiles, and like it's a headache, and he is the medicine. He also makes resin printed head sculpts of literally anybody you could think of. If you need a Mario on your shelf, he could get it done. In fact, we should get a Mario done. Look at that guy. Look
We
how
should get a
handsome he is.
Super Mario figure and then get a Mario head sculpt for it.
Oh my God.
Now that's an idea.
Yeah. If you don't see the person you need a 6-scale figure of on his website, just send him a message. He's one of the nicest dudes. He'll get back to you. He'll get it designed, printed, and shipped to your door for a reasonable price. I love Wattos. I've used them several times. I think we all have. And you should too. Hit up Watto Scrapyard.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's also take this moment to thank our second sponsor of the evening, which is 16 Corner. Their mission is to provide the best figures and collectibles to their customers. They offer great prices, great packaging, fast shipping, and the best customer service in the business. Choose your figures, pay safely with PayPal, and leave the rest to them.
Boys, we need to talk about balls. With the right tools for the job, your balls can be smooth as silk, but you wouldn't trust your balls with the wrong tools for the job. With the brand new Lawnmower 4.0 by Manscaped, your balls are in the right hands. The Lawnmower 4.0 has skin-safe technology with a replaceable ceramic blade so you can manscape with confidence, has an LED light for grooming after dark, wireless charging, and is waterproof for grooming anywhere. The Lawnmower 4.0 is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide, or 4 million balls. If you've been slacking during quarantine and are ready to get back into the game, check out manscaped.com and use code CollectingWeekly for 20% off your order and free worldwide shipping. Your balls will thank you.
Yeah.
Now, since we started doing the show...
Oh, never mind.
Oh, what were you going to say?
Can we show the meme I made earlier? Or does it have to get approved?
I
I
think that probably does have to get approved.
Okay.
Sean Usby says, "Who's doing the ball shaver read?" He said he was hoping it was John.
Why? That's so specific.
I know that is very specific.
I want Sean to read the balls part.
Next episode just for you, Sean.
I need him to read
it. He's edging, bro. Now,
oh my God,
the second ever episode of Collecting Weekly, I'm talking episode 2, was about an interview that Howard Chan did. And I think once since then he did a very quick, like I'm talking like a 1-minute interview at a convention. This is only the third interview that I think I've been able to find in recent years that Howard was interviewed. He was interviewed by Milk Magazine. Shout out to Jesse Lowe for putting this on the groups. He translated it for us and then included some photos. I'm just going to run through the questions and answers, and then when I'm done, we can talk about it. So Jesse says Howard was interviewed by a local magazine regarding Star Wars. He answered a few questions about Hot Toys. The first one that he says is his cousin brought him to the cinema in 1977. They were deciding between Orca or Star Wars. If they picked Orca, Hot Toys might not exist. He fell in love with Star Wars because of The Empire Strikes Back, the design, effects, cinematography, music, story, etc. He loves Luke the most. His first figure ever was a 3.75 Bespin outfit Luke. That is why the first Hot Toys is DX07 Bespin Luke. He spent a lot of time and effort trying to make it as detailed as possible. I knew what Vader was difficult to nail as the prop was not perfect. Took a lot of time to nail that one, though it was a great learning experience for the company. Revenge of the Sith, Anakin Skywalker to him is his greatest achievement. He loves the sculpt, and the dark side base is badass. The fans love it as well. Recently, they showed Lucasfilm the Mando Ahsoka Proto, and they loved it. He thinks it's important that the fans and collectors will love it too. They asked him if he will release all Star Wars figures He says there are way too many Star Wars characters. Some are obscure, some are even disliked by fans. It is impossible to release them all. I will only make figures that have meaning or are important in certain scenes. The fact is we will most likely base the decision on whether the movie/TV has a good reputation, promotion, or not. For example, since Mandalorian is so close to Return of the Jedi, it's easy for us to release figures from the OT. This is exactly what we were waiting for. Question 7, I would love to make the bounty hunters from Return of the Jedi, especially with, quote, the Book of Boba Fett coming out. It's very likely that we make them. I think most fans would love EU Luke with Darth Vader outfit. However, we have too much on our hands and we won't be making that anytime soon. On the Disney Plus shows, I think a lot of fans are disappointed with the sequels. Even me, I don't have any desire to revisit them anytime soon. The sales were awful. Mando was like Dawn after the dark. Especially Luke, he was redeemed unlike Episode 8. Introducing new characters in one movie is not going to leave an impression. In contrast, Mando's Kuiil leaves you the impression of wisdom, a clear-cut personality, and a very popular as well. If he were a movie character, he would have been an extra. TV is good for new characters while revisiting old ones. Most anticipated shows are Obi-Wan and Book of Boba Fett. I Love Boba and Obi is set in Episode 3 and 4 so well. We'll learn about that time. We may see Darth Vader again in the original Episode 3 cast back. Question 10, we created a 1/6 Millennium Falcon since we wanted to advertise for the upcoming The Force Awakens movie. It took us 4 to 5 months to make. It's not that difficult to make, although it's not for sale. We got the idea on how big it is, how detailed it should be, and how to separate it partly to display it. On making more Star Wars vehicles, he said we showed the Jedi Starfighter 2. I would love to develop more Star Wars vehicles. However, they are big, and the factory would face a lot of challenges and difficulties while maintaining a high-quality standard. We don't want to do it for the sake of it. Also, Disney have different licenses for different scales. Even if we switch to a smaller scale for the vehicles, Disney may not approve it. And then the last question is, Star Wars is the origin of why I build Hot Toys. Like George Lucas, learning from trials and errors, bring on the creativity and always be ready when the opportunity comes. Important to note that the first Hot Toys figure ever, if I'm not mistaken, was George Lucas. It was a third-party release, and that's a very hard figure to find.
Star Wars is the origin of why I build Hot Toys. That's why there's 50,000 Iron Man.
Well, I mean, you have to go with your market too. You have to go with your market too. I mean,
Exactly.
Iron Man is incredibly popular over there, and Star Wars is unfortunately not.
I see him just playing it safe. That's all.
Dean?
One of my absolute favorite quotes from this entire article was about the sequel trilogy. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, even he's just like, yeah, that shit sucked. And I'm not gonna revisit them. So if you love the sequel trilogy, start picking up them figures, guys, because straight from the horse's mouth, he's not revisiting that shit for a while, if ever. I thought it was great. It was a nice little insight on Howard. He's kind of, like Zach said, he's kind of elusive. Only here and there he'll pop up. So I thought this was fun. I thought it was an interesting little article. What about you, Joe?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's great to see this kind of insight come from, because, like you guys said, we don't hear much from Howard at all, and it was really. I thought it was really cool to hear him say how his first figure was the the Bestman Luke, the 3.75, and that's why the first Star Wars figure for Hot Toys was that same figure, and was a DX. That was pretty cool. But he would love to make the bounty hunters from Return of the Jedi.
I think he means ESB.
I think he meant ESB also, so I'm hoping that was just, I don't know, lost in translation.
Real quick, Sean Usby says, I only do characters that are meaningful. C-3PO says, what's up?
Yeah, exactly.
Same with Scott Bradley.
Yeah, he's not
Alvin
wrong.
says, C-3PO is whack. Danny says, Zach, reach back and take a swig of high-quality H2O. James says Iron Man is a big seller in China, and then Eddie says Iron Man funds Star Wars figures.
Maybe they're trying to get the likeness approval for 3PO.
And he's not wrong about Vader. I think that figure was flawed for some reasons, but the original props for that film, they actually don't know where the original helmet is. Like, no one knows what happened to it. Some people think it was destroyed. Some people think it was stolen. A lot of the props from that movie, I mean, Star Wars wasn't always what it is now. In fact, if you watch some of the older stuff, like, they really anticipated that to be a one-shot film. They didn't think it was going to spawn a franchise. And so a lot of the original props, they were destroyed or repurposed for other things. But I think it's incredible to hear from Howard, about some potential things.
Well, we're gonna
what else
get.
do you guys think?
We're gonna. It seems like he hinted a bit. We're gonna get that Luke, hopefully. He mentioned
And all
that
the
Luke.
episode 3 characters that Anakin Skywalker that he loves a lot. I'm pretty sure that
Dude,
Darth Side Anakin will be
I
reissued
believe,
for sure.
I
think so,
believe
too.
I'm on
We get
record.
episode 1 Anakin and an episode 2 Anakin.
I believe I'm on record
I don't think we'll ever get
saying
episode 1.
Hot Toys Anakin is the greatest figure they've ever made. I'm
Dark
pretty
Side?
sure I said that on the show. Just in general, like either one, it's just
Okay.
paint apps that are different. But
Mm-hmm.
and he agrees. I think he does listen to the show.
The
If
only
the
other
boots
thing I'm-
weren't pleather, I would agree with you.
Dude, Eddie, shut the fuck up, dude.
I'm just
Well,
saying.
you
You
shut
gotta
your
look at
boy
the
with.
facts.
You
Yeah.
shut your little whore mouth.
Yes.
Also, by the way, Bane definitely rallied. I just went back and watched it.
He didn't rally. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm gonna send you the link to the video.
I've seen the movie. I watched it like 2 weeks ago. He got the shit kicked out
Batman,
of him.
Batman's
and
all
then he
fucking
gets stabbed in the back, and then he's
Yeah.
like, "Ugh," and then
Yeah,
Bane
and-
gets up.
And Bane gets
That's
up,
not rallying.
and he's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you now." Beats the shit out of Batman. Batman falls. He puts like a shotgun to his face, and then he gets shot.
Yeah,
I'm just
Dean's-
saying he
Dean's
rallied.
actually right
You
there.
guys telling me I'm wrong?
not a
I just
rally,
watched
dude.
it.
That's
That's a rally.
The only other disappointing thing here is there is going to be no more vehicles.
Dude, honestly, thank you for saying that, Howard, because fuck, it's so annoying to see in every group. Where's the stop.
Yeah, that's a
little
little heartbreaking. It's very sad.
It's a little sad to know that I'll never get a pod racer.
I'm not saying you're wrong that it's sad. I'm just glad he just fucking said it
No,
outright.
you're right. You're right. Because hearing the people bitch about it was annoying. So
Jesus.
Yeah, and I was one of those people.
sorry, John.
He
It was
was.
annoying. I love
It is
you, but it
it's
was
annoying,
fucking
but
annoying.
I want him to know what I want. What do you think, Eddie?
What do I think about them not doing vehicles?
No, about this interview thing. What
The
he
whole
said, all
article.
this bullshit he said.
Jeez.
Oh, come on. This guy's sitting on how much money? Let's put our cards on the table. This guy's
Well,
sitting
he
on
lives in
much money.
China, so probably not a lot.
He comes here and sugarcoats all this
He
bullshit.
fucking takes
This-
most of it.
This guy's
That's
after the
not
money and that's
racist.
it.
They're communists, dude.
John, what do you want to see?
Government takes all of it.
Doesn't matter what I want to see because it won't be made.
Yeah,
I've
it
said
does.
it
It'll
multiple
change
times.
your freaking mind.
I want to
He
hear
wants to
Eddie's
see
opinion first.
He wants to see Anakin's ship. That's what he wants. The vehicle.
I want to hear Eddie's opinion because he didn't get to give us his opinion. and
I
it's important to me.
I'm gonna be 100. I'm putting my cards on the table. I didn't listen to anything about the interview at all.
Oh, what the fuck were you doing? What are we
I
doing
was ordering
today?
a statue that I thought was limited. Okay.
What the
Okay,
fuck?
whoa,
What the
okay, wait, real
fuck?
quick.
We're over here. We got people watching, relying on us for this content, and
Really
half the
quick,
team
though.
is,
I heard
like,
him. I
not
heard him
paying
say he's not
attention.
making sequel trilogy
Jesus,
stuff anymore.
you guys
I
are
like
are
that.
fucking killing me. Tonight.
Really
Don't say
quick.
you guys.
The interview's been on the show sheet all week. You obviously have come across it if you think it was.
Yeah, not
annoying.
only was it on the sheet, you literally
scrolled
complained that every
past it,
time,
dude.
every time the show sheet was posted, you had to read the interview.
Look.
Why does everyone get so sensitive?
I love.
Yeah,
love
John, what the hell?
No, everybody-
You
some
guys talked about this, but I don't.
You piece of garbage.
I
Like
don't
everybody
care.
gets sensitive. You say one little opinion, and oh my god, what do you want me to do? Get on my flipping knees for this guy? It's bullshit. It's bull.
He acts like I didn't watch the movie of the week. Jesus.
I mean, you didn't do it last time we did the movie of the week. You didn't.
Look,
oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God. You guys are
I-
killing me. You guys are.
I
killing
was
me.
honest. I could have
You
bullshitted.
guys are killing
and
me
said
in
I
the show right
listened.
now. You guys are
Look,
killing
see?
me.
Look, I'm proven wrong. Wait, where's the clip? Where's the clip?
Play the clip. You know
Of course, it's shit ton of more.
A man can only admit when he was wrong and ask forgiveness.
Also, James C,
James
I
says-
know that they have a gun pointed at
Can
you,
you
and you
believe-
have to say that. I know that.
James says, let's read the comment. James says, Dean, the government doesn't take people's money. There's a shit ton of money here and they flash it. My neighbor has a Lamborghini.
Noise.
Dude, can you believe that me and this guy started off by saying there could be only one, and now we're like
Now you
best
guys are
friends.
best friends.
I fucking love this guy, dude.
Who's the
Zhao says he's
Eddie.
just the face of Hot Toys, not the one who's pulling the strings. Let the man be in peace. Toy Mafia says, Danny Lee, baby. Andres says the band's breaking up. Dude, y'all are killing me tonight.
Hey, what did I say at the beginning of the show?
I
Friendships
feel like
are
I have
ending.
more love tonight.
You
I've
wouldn't be
never felt
surprised.
Wait
so
Next
till
show
we
is
get to
gonna be
movie
me
of
and
the week.
John.
Wait till we get to movie of the week.
Are Hot Toys still collectible? I want to start by saying anything can be collectible. You can collect rocks, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so
Are they
answers this question.
collectibles still though? I think Hot Toys really struggles with not completing lines, and I think that fact in itself, to me, makes them a little less collectible, right? You can't... I understand there's reasons outside of just Hot Toys' own desire, but the fact that they waited so long to make a Cara Dune and then she got fired, I think that's a big mistake. I think, even like Justice League having teams that are incomplete, obviously we're too early now to tell, but the Bad Batch is obviously there's still many people that need to be made for that. I think Sean is a good point. It's subjective, but I don't know. I think the reissues. I know we got a really interesting perspective this week from Steven's Collectibles from the retailer side that he thinks it's good. It gets more people into the hobby. But I think I'm really struggling with this lately. And I mentioned at the top of the show, but I've been actually, not necessarily getting out of Hot Toys, but selling some Hot Toys and investing in more things that will really hold their value, like comics, some smaller statues. Smaller run statues rather, and I don't know. Seeing everything gets reissued is really making me bum out. And I look at things in my collection that are, like for example, the Beskar Mando. I could probably get a decent price for it now, but in a year down the line, 2 years down the line, if there's another version or a re-release, I wonder how much that figure would fetch on the secondary market. Because for me, I do buy and sell parts of my collection all the time to fund the new releases. What do you think, Dean?
For me personally, I can't speak on anyone else. I can't tell you what to think or how to feel. All I could speak on is my experience. I don't collect things because I think they're worth more than, or they will be worth something. I collect them because I like them. If I was in this hobby to make money, I would have sold my Episode 3 Anakin a long time ago. I got him for free. I could probably get $800 for it, but I don't do that because I want him in my collection. I collect things to collect them. So is Hot Toys still collectible? Yes. That's a super easy question to answer. Now, is Hot Toys profitable to collect?
Oh, I like that.
That's a different question. Probably not. Especially with the way we see things trending now with reissues after reissues. I'm sure John's losing sleep.
Dude, he's breathing hard.
Mark says, great point, Zach. Got Hoth Leia, no Hoth Luke or Han. Alvin says, there's more than just desire to make a toy. It's a toy still. Hot Toys. Sean Usby says, why does value matter if you love the figure?
Exactly.
Jason says he's still waiting on Sucker Punch Girls. Eddie, John, what do you think?
Here we go.
I don't know what to think. I think are Hot Toys still collectible? I agree. Of course, like you said, you can collect rocks. To Dean's point in regards to profit, Hot Toys, you can make a profit. What you have to do is not be greedy and be smart about it. Okay? You're not going to buy a figure, hang on to it for 3-4 years, and expect the price to just keep skyrocketing. If you're seeing the trend where they're reissuing, well, then you're going to let go of the high-end figures that you have if you're looking to make a profit. But that's the difference. You have to differentiate yourself between someone who's collecting as a business to make money and a collector. I'm going to speak on behalf of myself, but you buy a $300 figure. I don't care how much you like it. That thing could be, I don't care. If that thing depreciates to $150, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel a little sting. And people can tell you, no, I love it, and this and that, and it brings me joy. But at the end of the day, I'm buying these collectibles. It's not like buying a car. When I drive that car off the lot, it depreciates right away. I want my money to be at least held there. I'm not going up to a Walmart and paying $20 at a cashier and then ripping it out of the plastic. These are supposed to be high-end collectibles. The value should be held, in my opinion. You want to reissue? Reissue till the cows come home, but make the figure different. I've said this 10 times since I've been part of this fantastic community here.
Thank you, John.
Reissue it, but don't do an identical reissue. Add something to it. Change it up a bit so that you're not screwing up the original collector.
Yeah.
You're not screwing over the original collector.
Equan says value doesn't really matter, but if I need to get out of it due to a financial situation, I'd like to get my money back. Mark says they show stuff like Clone Wars Anakin and Obi, but only put up Anakin. James says collecting Hot Toys isn't about an investment. It's about collecting something that has rarity and is unique, and that's what makes Hot Toys different than Black Series. I would say counterpoint, if they just continue to reissue or make new waves,
exactly, it's worthless.
New batches, then I would say they're probably in the same vein as Black Series.
Exactly.
Sean Usby, I think, makes a good point. To John's point, if you open it, the value drops. Same with the car. You take it off the lot, the value drops. If you open that sealed shipper, then I think you do lose some value.
Mm-hmm.
Mario?
Look, at the end of the day, I have no problems with reissues. To John's point, as to make it something different, instead of adding to it, I say take away from it, right? Give us a little bit more of a stripped down version of the same thing that'll give the original collectible or the original piece a little bit more value over any of the new one that just came out. I'm not against it, guys. I mean, I'm happy to see that there's always new collectors that are coming in, and it's great to see that these collectors that may have missed out on something more expensive, regardless if I have it in my collection or not, or if I decide to get rid of it, other collectors do have an opportunity to pick up something that is, or maybe was once, considered a grail, and I don't see why that's a bad thing. I mean, for some people that are looking at it as far as like the overall value of it, does it really drop? It's as valuable as to the collector how they see it.
Oh, Mario, come on.
You know, I mean, dude, it's not. But if you're gonna think that, dude, why you're even in this hobby? Like Dean mentioned, you pick up these figures just because you like them. All right, and the fact that John, even though that they are doing these re-releases, dude, I can show you right now some, like, just a couple examples that just came up not too long ago. The episode 2 Yoda, right? That was reissued, sold out. That was like $100 and something figure. Okay, so what happened as soon as it sold out? It jumped right back, $300 bucks.
And that's part of the hobby. That's part of collecting. That's like saying a statue, an NYC statue, sells out right away. Okay, well, since there's such a high demand,
you cannot compare that because Hot Toys has never given us an official run of the batch quantities.
I get what you're saying. I understand they haven't, but they don't need to reissue. And I get what you're saying about making the community inclusive, and there's so many more collectors. Okay, but and I completely agree with that. Just find a way as a business that's making a lot of money right now, high profits. Come up with a way where you don't screw anybody in the mix.
There's no company out there that's going to make all of their consumers happy, dude. This is if you're gonna be a smart about
screw over
it,
the consumers. You're going to the consumers that got you to where you are today.
You're not screwing over the consumer, dude. You're not. You keep on bringing in more collectors. You have new collectors coming in every day. For them to reissue it only adds to their revenue to where they can put that money towards something large. Of course, what company doesn't?
Okay,
the company is out to make money. What company that you know of at the scale that they're at really cares about their customers like you think they should? Nobody.
Oh, come on.
I hate to break it to you, dude, but that's just how business works.
That's a crock of shit.
A company is always in business to make money.
Yeah, you can make money
for themselves.
You can make money. Right? You can make money easily. You don't have to screw over your collectors. That's it. And I'm not saying that it's right for a figure like Anakin to be selling for $800. But like I'm saying, I invest in a figure. Don't depreciate my value. I'm not one to talk. I don't even sell. But the point is, don't depreciate my value and do reissues. When you got a lineup of product that you've showcased at your shows and that you're letting sit on a flippin' in your back stock room, and then you're just reissuing to make the money. I understand it makes the money, but innovate.
Yeah, but
Hot Toys has dropped the ball on every.
What's going on the back end? What if they don't have the license or approval to release this thing yet?
Hot Toys had. What are you talking about? Hot Toys.
Dude, everything that you see out there is always saying.
Yeah, it's got to be
pending
approved.
licensing approval. Does it not?
It could say pending licensing. So what are they
So
going
how
to
do we
just
know
do
that
then?
we never got
Reissues
it
the
right?
rest of? Come on, man. Come on.
Dude, if you're
We
gonna-
saw it
if
with
you're gonna-
Kuiil. We
those
saw it with
reissues
Kuiil
will
right
help
now.
fund the next thing. The
Yeah.
reissue
So
will
the
help
rumor
fund-
the rumor is like, as Dean would say, Padme and Bespin Han are being held up due to actor approval. Whether or not that's true, no one knows. But that's
Then
the
don't
rumor
put the
on
teaser
forums.
out. Don't put the teaser out.
Well,
Only
they
put the
can't. They
teaser out
can't.
when
They
you get the
can't. They
approval.
can put the teaser out because that doesn't need the approval.
Right.
Okay, but then you get the collector's hopes up, and then where are we standing? Then
Literally
you
every company does that.
What helps? It helps sell. Helps sell the figure though. If Bespin Han wasn't in any of the Leia teasers or the new like Luke and the Vader, I don't think those would have sold as well. They got
okay. So what are they doing? So they're manipulating the collector. Okay,
but that's what every company does.
Well, so
A lot
that
of
makes it
companies do
right.
that.
But that
I'm
makes
not
it
saying
right.
it's right, but that's a common practice.
What
So
does
every
that
company
do?
does it.
Collectible?
Okay.
Do you
What
guys
does any of this
feel?
have to do with collectible?
It's a discussion, Dean. Do you guys feel that new collectors are too entitled? That they feel that they
100%.
should be able to get a figure because they are just new to the game?
It's a crock of shit, in my opinion.
To an extent, yes, because this game, the idea of getting into something that is truly collectible does mean that if you miss out, you missed out. All right, that's unfortunately the thing. However, if a company decides to go ahead and give those newer customers a chance to get that opportunity to pick up something like that Iron Man Mark 47 that's pushing $1,200, I mean, come on. We all know that figure was nowhere near worth what those crazy prices were going for.
Absolutely not.
Right. So for those newer collectors, or for those that consider that a grail, just because it's unobtainable, now has a chance to pick it up. The same with this Iron Man Mark 1 or the War Machine Mark 1. It's the same damn thing. I love this figure. This is one of the top figures in my collection now. And I love that you guys have another opportunity to pick this up because this is a freaking badass figure. Right? Regardless if it's already been sold out.
If that figure was told, if you were told tomorrow that figure was worth 0 and you came on this stream and you said, I'm happy for you collectors who could pick it up, I call bullshit.
Yeah, but a reissue will never make a figure worth 0.
It won't make it worth
That's
0,
an
but I'm
extreme
just saying.
example.
I call bullshit. It's sugarcoating. People that come on and say, oh, well, it's so good for the community and stuff. Okay, I understand it's good for the community, but how about the other end? What
What
Look
about
at
me?
the other end.
Maybe just your end, bro. But
not-
not
well,
everybody is in that.
What about
same-
me? What about me? What about me?
No, so what do you want?
Eddie, what
You
do
want
you
me to
think?
think about you? Why am I going to think about you?
Why would you think about you?
Well, you don't have to think about you. It has to be a balance. It has. You guys got into collecting late. That's my problem. Come on.
No, of course not. There's still some pieces out there that I want reissued that I haven't done yet, but I'm not going to go out there and go out and spend Iron Studios Vader, dude. I understand that that's something that's out of my price range right now. Well, not really out of my price range, but I don't want to go out and spend like freaking almost
baller.
1.5 times that I feel that thing is worth. Right? That thing was only limited to like 800 pieces or something like that.
Well,
I'm just going to settle for the next thing. I understand that's not going to get reissued, dude, and that's on the statue side. We're not going to see that again. That's the way it's supposed to be because these pieces are actually limited and numbered. That's how that game works. Hot Toys ain't like that, bro. You know?
then it's not gonna. It should. They shouldn't be called high-end collectibles. Then.
Who calls
Then you know
them high-end
what?
collectibles?
Put on a Hasbro figure. It's a high-end collectible.
Who calls them high-end collectibles, John?
What do you mean they're not? They're high-end collectibles.
Who calls them high-end?
You hear it in the community all the time.
The community
Mario, you
labels
can
it.
talk, but you know it's a crock of shit because you see how many people are getting out of the hot toy game and going into the statue game. It's a crock of shit. You're more in the statue game than you are in the hot toy game.
You're not wrong.
Oh,
You're not wrong.
he
dude.
has
you're more in
way
the statue,
more hot
so-
toys than
I have
he
more
does
hot
statues.
toys right
He
now.
has way more hot toys, but
But
he's
the thing
where is he now? He's more in the
Alright.
statue game.
Let me get
Eddie
this off my
Maestro
chest.
says, "Why do I have to think about you, the everyday collector? Please don't make a shirt."
Jesus. So I
Eddie.
want to touch on a few points from everybody.
touch a lot
That
right now.
when you want to touch me? What?
Look, man, I'm not lying.
So the question is, do I think it's still collectible? Yes. It's 100% still collectible. I agree with what Dean said. I don't like that people make it value. I don't like that people make the value is what determines whether or not it's collectible, because like I said, if I like something, if I like a character, if I like an IP, if I like a genre, whatever, it's collectible. It'll always be collectible because I like it. So first. Second, Zach brought up some figures that haven't been made yet. They're working. I think we're not giving them credit. They're working on getting those figures to us now.
Motherfucker, Padme was episode 2.
No, not Padme.
Of Collecting
not
Weekly.
Padme,
We're 165 episodes
Mando
later.
on the bike. It's 2 years. 2 years.
Let me get there. Look, they're gonna make Cyborg. They told everybody we're gonna do it.
When did they do that?
A while ago, they said that they were gonna do.
They
Cyborg.
literally said they're not doing Cyborg.
Yeah.
That's
No,
why Kevin, that's why Iron Geek,
after the Snyder cut,
After
they
the-
said that they were gonna do Cyborg.
I
remember
maybe you're
seeing
right,
something, but anyway, let me just. Bad Batch just started.
I think
so
the
don't
only
feel
thing we
that's
saw was
fair-
a poster, but they never said that they were.
All right.
They were making it.
Bad Batch just started, so I don't know if that's a fair.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
analogy.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
And then what Dean said, I agree with everything that Dean said. I'm on Dean's side with this. I agree with what he said. John, to your points, it feels a little selfish.
And it can be selfish
feels
because it's 15 years of collecting.
It feels a little like what about
Tens
me?
of US dollars spent.
Other people are getting what they want, but I'm not getting what I want. And like you were saying, I don't. If all of these things were worth $0 tomorrow, it wouldn't help me. Holy shit, we lost the Oxfam.
We lost that. Finish your point, then I guess.
All right. If everything was worth $0 tomorrow, it would not help me move. That's one thing, but it wouldn't be any. I wouldn't love anything any less if it was worth $0. And so when you're saying that's a sugar coat, that's your opinion, because I can tell you right now, everything I own, I wouldn't care if it was 0 or 100. You know what I mean? I bought them because I like the character. It doesn't matter to me. And saying that someone who is happy because they're new to the collecting world, they're new to the Hot Toy world, saying that they're selfish because they're happy that something is getting reissued. You guys just said that they're only thinking about themselves, or
said
they're
Hot Toys.
Entitled. I think
Hot
Zach
Toys.
said entitled. Are they a little
Zach said it.
entitled?
Okay.
Newer collectors.
I don't. It's no more entitled than a person who's been collecting for 10 years says that I wish it was still worth $1,000.
So it's 50-50.
No one's argument is any better. So I disagree with that. And I don't. Hot Toys is so big. I don't know if people moving to statues is a fair analogy, because it's the same shit happened with Funko Pops, dude. Funko Pops was huge. It was huge. It got blown out of proportion. There are still tons of Funko Pop collectors. That's not decreasing at all. They're growing exponentially. They're getting
How
more
much does a
licenses.
Funko Pop cost to buy? Retail.
$10, $15.
So
it
don't even
differs
compare
on
it.
the exclusivity. We're talking about something collectible.
There's
We're
some-
not talking about a
yeah,
price.
'cause
so I
some
can compare.
some pops are worth like more than even.
we're not
Yeah,
talking
the
about
rare
a
ones, just like Pokemon cards and everything. But
We're not-
when you
Let's talk about rare rocks.
And the material. look.
I think I might be getting into that hobby.
Feldspar granite, dude.
When you're paying
more of an
$300
amethyst guy
for a
myself,
figure, you're not paying for exclusivity unless that's listed in the sale. Unless it
I
says
will say,
this is
really
limited.
quick,
You're
when I
paying
bought the
for
figure, I should have thought, damn, this is going to get reissued in 10 years.
Really-
Maybe I shouldn't buy it.
Really quick.
You do gotta think.
And a
That's a
point
crock
to
of shit.
John's corner, because Mario had asked him
I need little flags.
who calls it a high-end collectible, and John said the community, and Mario's like, exactly, the community has said that. But
I think Hot Toys does brand themselves as high end.
They do.
Hot Toys, 100%.
Of course they do. What
Hot
am I st-
Toys.
I've been in this hobby for
Limited
15
is
years.
A high-end collectible.
Wait, bring
brand.
that. Zoom that in a little bit. Zoom that in a little bit.
Come on.
Limited.
Yeah.
I don't
Read
know
this
how to
thing.
zoom.
Control and then scroll up.
You're gonna tell me? I started collecting Hot Toys. They were nothing.
John
they were
has this
nothing.
whole website tattooed on his arm, dude.
They were a nothing company.
so
Now
is
they're
Bacon-
coming in here. Oh, we're gonna reissue and of course, because now they got the money. Now come on.
Okay, but it says Hot Toys Limited is a
Forget
high-end
about it.
collectible brand. 100,000 is limited.
No, come on,
There's
Eddie,
not one
come
for
on, Eddie.
everybody in the
Yeah,
world.
but a reissue is not limited.
Sorry,
a reissue is not limited.
Yeah, it is. Because it's
come on.
still limited.
Hang on.
Unless there's a number on it, it's still limited.
That's crock of shit.
No, the
That's
company's
not a
called
crock of
Hot
shit.
Toys Limited. That's the name of the company. They're not saying it's
Yeah, but they emphasize the limited word, so I just
course.
wanted to explain that
Hang
that
on,
could
hang
mean
on.
That's
anything.
the name of the
Hang on.
company.
But they have before.
Yeah, it's like a LLC, like Hot
And
Toys Limited.
really quick, because I don't want to get off.
You're
I
getting
don't want to
tripped
lose
up
it.
on this word, but that has nothing
High-end
to do with-
collectible just means that you're getting high-end material, like high-end articulation, high-end looking
crackling
sculpt.
pleather.
You're not getting that has
Yeah.
nothing to do with reissues or anything. saying
And
that
what,
it's
and what
high-end.
makes you say that? Who are you to say that? Who
Because
are you to
that's
come
what
out
you're
and say
paying
what
for
high-end
when
collectible means?
When you read a description of the figure, that's what you're paying for it. That's why they list everything it comes with. That's why they list the materials it's made out of. Because that's what you're purchasing. You're not purchasing a number. It would say it on the fucking listing if you were purchasing a number.
Yeah, but I don't find a high-end. Oh, I don't find a high-end collect. So then call a Hasbro figure a high-end collectible, a high-end
Why?
plastic.
How
'cause
is it
it's high-end
comparable to a
plastic.
hot toy? No, it's not high-end
Dude, they're
plastic.
pretty good, honestly.
It's
Lately, they're
basic
good.
plastic.
That NECA.
See,
come on.
that's you're just throwing
Hang on.
out
John was
shit
gonna say
to
something
make
nice
At
it
the end of the
better.
day, this is how
Wait,
the
John,
cards
go
fall.
back to the NECA thing
Hold on
real
a
quick.
second. This is how the cards fall.
Go back to
You
the
have
NECA
your opinion. You're gonna have a different view than I do. Just like people that have been collecting for 10, 15, 20 years are gonna have
You're
different views than you
100%
guys have. That's how it's gonna work. That's the part of the community. But
That's
just
true.
don't sit and tell me. Don't sit there and tell me reissues make everybody happy. They're good for the community. Like the overall, yeah.
No, I don't
No,
think
they don't make
anybody
everybody
said.
happy.
I don't think anybody
They
said
obviously
they
don't
make
make you
everybody
happy.
happy. Yeah.
Hugh said
I don't
this is
think
better than
anyone
the
said that.
Logan versus
They won't make a
Mayweather
re-
fight.
And I don't know if anybody said
Was
it
it
was
that bad?
good for the company's direction. I think everybody said it's still collectible. It's
Real
still
quick.
collectible.
Real quick. Let's see. Sean Usby says, where's that comment? Something about 5 releases out of. Can someone feature that?
5
comment?
releases
There
too
has
many.
been
5
lines-
releases
Okay, there we go.
too
5 to
many.
10
We got
releases out of 600.
King Zach tuning in for this.
Okay, hang on.
Come on.
So the point of the discussion though is it's becoming more regular, and I think I wanted to get ahead of the conversation. We'll have it here now. We can revisit this episode down the line. But you're right. It's not like every week they're announcing a new reissue. And then Zach says reissues will be the downfall to the community and to the company. So there's that. Danny says someone get John his high blood pressure pill. What were you going to say about NECA? Can we go back to that for a second? Just want to make sure that we don't...
You're telling me they're not reissuing every week. Meanwhile, they're putting it on their marketing now.
NECA hasn't reissued the
Come on.
Batman in like 5 years. So, I mean, that's a real collectible.
No, but they've been reissuing the 91 Turtles left and right.
Yeah, you're not wrong. God damn it. You're not wrong. I give you that.
But it's good for the community.
Scott says this is the best debate ever on here, guys. I think they're not wrong. Equan says Denobi said he calculated it 1 to 2% of 600 figures have been reissued. That's a thing.
Either way, the one last thing, the guys who are buying it now, 5 to 10 years, you're gonna see another reissue. So.
Then I will have enjoyed the value for 5 to 10
Oh,
years.
bullshit. Next, let's go. Next. Bullshit.
Getting into movie news, the new Shazam costume leaked. Actor's name is Zachary Levi, right?
Yeah, Levy.
Yeah.
Levy. He I don't know. He looks kind of like really old in these pictures. I don't know if it's just bad lighting, but
He didn't
I
age
remember
well.
him
Right.
being very, very boyish in the last film.
COVID, man. Get a number on him.
Oof. Dude, are you kidding me? Forget about it. I think the suit looks great, though. I think the suit looks great. I think the movie was a lot better than I thought it would be. I knew nothing about this character going into it, but I enjoyed it. What do you guys think? Any comments?
I love Zachary Levy. He plays one of my favorite characters ever. So anything he's in, I'm excited about. So,
Which character is that?
Eugene Fitzherbert. He's from Tangled, the movie and the show.
Talking about the Disney movie?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's Flynn Rider, but his real name is Eugene Fitzherbert, but he obviously changes it. But he brings so much life to like every character and like thing he's in. Like he's just like infectious. Like I really like this guy as a actor and a person. So I'm gonna go see this movie fucking day one. I know nothing about Shazam other than when I saw the first.
You saw the
movie.
first one?
Yeah. But like casting him, I was already in the door. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna see it. I can't wait.
Picture on the right looks like John after this argument. Our movie of the week was Hook, and I think it's a fantastic movie. It's a 1991 American fantasy pirate adventure film directed by Steven Spielberg and written by James V. Hart. It stars Robin Williams as Peter Banning / Peter Pan, Dustin Hoffman as Captain Hook, Julia Roberts as Tinkerbell, and Bob Haskins as Mr. Shmee. It acts as a sequel to J.M. Barrie's 1911 novel Peter and Wendy, focusing on an adult Peter Pan who has forgotten all about his childhood. In his new life, he is known as Peter Banning, a successful but unimaginative and workaholic lawyer with a wife and 2 children. However, when Captain Hook, the enemy of his past, kidnaps his children, he returns to Neverland to save them. Along the journey, he reclaims his memories of his past and becomes a better person. I think this movie is fantastic. Great director, great score. I think Mara was pointing out before the show, this is a John Williams score. Not a critically well-received movie by any means. I think John was checking before the show. I think it's like 29% Rotten Tomatoes, 68% Metacritic, John?
We're at 6.8%, 6.8 out of 10
yes.
on IMDb, 29% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, it didn't get... I'm shocked. It didn't get the reviews I thought it would have gotten, but...
I love this film. Dustin Hoffman, in my opinion, steals every scene. Just a great movie. I remember as a kid watching it. I always enjoyed this movie. I was kind of bummed to find out that it's not that well received. And I think I've seen some director commentary from Steven Spielberg that he himself wasn't very happy with the final product. There was a lot of things going on with movies that he was directing and things he was writing. But I think this is a fantastic film.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite childhood films. What do you think, Dean?
I didn't watch it. I'm just kidding. I watched it. It's a thing. It's a whole movie. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end. I don't know why the movie is called Hook, because it's not about Hook. I think that's like because he's arguably one of the most interesting characters in the movie, and you'd spend little to no time with him at all. Which I think would have been a much better film.
Equan, that's such a good point. That's what Victoria said when we watched it. The dad has to work to provide for the family, and the family bitches about it.
Right. Actually, good. That's Equan. Thank you for bringing that up. I completely forgot. It's been decades since I've watched this movie.
You didn't
Easily
watch it this
20
week?
years. No. I'm saying like since then. Like
yeah.
I completely forgot that their dad was Peter Pan.
Wow.
Like that whole part of like him forgetting he was Peter Pan and having to go back to Neverland and like figure it out again and then save the day. Completely forgot that. I was like, oh shit, okay. And that's a pretty good like wrench in the gears, right? Like the guy who needs to save the day doesn't even remember he's the guy. So it's I was being kind of dickish a minute ago, but it's a good movie. It's just
not just a minute.
I don't think it like holds up. Like you remember it right as a kid, like oh my god, so fantastic. But I didn't not enjoy myself. It's just like yeah, okay, cool. What about you, Money Mendez?
I disagree wholeheartedly with everything Dean said. This is another movie from my childhood. Amazing movie. I remember everything. I could have not watched it and remembered everything. And I haven't seen it in forever. Like the last time I watched it was on a VCR probably. So
dude, that was ever.
Dude, I know John watched it this week on a VCR.
Yeah, I know.
But I think Hook's in it a lot, dude. I mean, he's definitely not the main character.
It's the title of the movie.
Yeah, I know, but
character.
I think he's in it a lot.
I mean, I think it's fine. Like Jurassic Park, there's only like 11 minutes of dinosaurs on the screen.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's not a good argument.
There are things that I noticed as an adult that I didn't notice as a kid, like
They're
how you guys
in
are
the
saying,
park for the whole movie.
Like how you guys are saying that he's trying to provide for his family and his wife's giving him a fucking hard time. Like Dude, when he's on the phone trying to do a business call and the kids are yelling, I'm like, why is this
Screaming in
wife
the
not
background.
telling her kids, hey, your father's on a business call? Like,
You know, one of the
he
most-
may have overreacted on the call, but she like did not do her motherly duties and like.
You know,
help
one of the
that
most
dude out.
expensive
Me too
sports a
movement.
kid can play is
Baseball, baby.
Motherfucker, let your dad fucking miss a game or two. Jesus.
And then you know how expensive an intercontinental family trip is, Dean?
But
I fly those planes for a living. I know.
Jesus,
crashed
man.
them.
You
How
crashed.
dare you? It was an accident. Hey. Everyone starts somewhere. I am no Captain Phillips yet, but you'll see.
I love the scene when they're eating and he figures out his imagination. That scene brought
doing
the
it.
feels. Yeah.
Doing
Dude,
what?
as a kid,
Using
my
your
brothers and I
imagination.
Yeah.
tried to do a food fight, and our parents were like, "You fucking better not." We like just barely were about to start because that movie was like, dude, that looks awesome. Let's do a food fight.
Yeah. This is a 10
Still
out
never
of
been
10
in a food
movie for
fight.
me. Great pick, Sam.
John?
Great pick.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Eddie.
Actually, I want to talk about that.
What, the same boat?
No, go ahead. After Mario, I'll go.
Yeah, like I said, I'm with Eddie.
Oh my god.
This is like.
I was gonna say I'm with James.
I grew up with this movie. Great cast. I was shocked that the ratings it got. I don't think it's deserved the ratings it got. Great actors: Robin Williams, who played Peter Pan, Dustin Hoffman, Hook, and Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
She did a good job. Also,
I completely forgot Julia Roberts was in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, kind of a weird, like,
Yeah.
let's have Peter Pan
Dynamic.
and Tinkerbell have sexual tension.
Well,
I did not enjoy that as an adult. Watching
if you watch the original Peter Pan, the animated cartoon, the Tink has always been in love with Peter Pan. That's not new. It's just this is a real life movie. They made it a little more sensual, but
Yeah.
she's always been in love with Peter Pan.
It was weird.
It was so well done. And
James is a legend, though. He said, "I was too old when this came out. I was into banging girls and getting high during these days. Didn't watch kid movies." Fucking legend.
And Eddie mentioned something in one of the chats that really hit home with me, and I never really thought about it, on how, like, back in the day, like, Robin Williams is still, like, one of the best actors. All the movies he did, like, my childhood, it was all Robin Williams. Flubber, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Start with
like,
Flubber.
all the classics. Yeah, man, Flubber was a fun movie.
Dude, I gotta
Fern
watch Flubber
Gully.
again.
Bicentennial Man, amazing movie.
Yeah, he was a phenomenal actor, and this movie's no different. They did a fantastic job. What do you think, Mario?
1 hour photo.
1 hour
No,
photo. I
or-
remember that.
that's
movie,
probably
too.
his
That was a good
worst
movie.
movie. I hate that movie, dude.
Really?
Talking about
I
Evangelion in that
you
movie.
hate that movie
That's why Eddie
because you
hates
guys
it,
are
bro.
looking up to him in other roles. But to
Dude,
see
that
him,
movie
like-
is sick.
Dude, he totally branched out in that movie. I love that,
yeah.
man. That was
You guys aren't
awesome.
wrong.
That was
I
good.
just don't like
They
it.
talk about Ava in that movie. That's why Eddie
Dude,
hates it, bro.
The only thing that I can remember with this thing is how much I was annoyed by Rufio. I freaking hated that character.
Rufio.
Exactly, and I still do. Look, but that's not going to take away my thoughts about how charming this movie was. Going back and revisit it because I haven't seen this thing in a while. All right. So,
Jesus, Flubber was fucking stupid, John.
Well, James, if we were around the same
completely
age
disregard.
when I watched it, it would have been a different story, buddy. What's wrong?
That's true. He was a child.
yeah,
I remember when Flubber came out, dude. I was in like elementary school.
Yeah.
I remember I bought some slime and I threw it against the wall. It didn't move. I was so disappointed.
I know we mentioned last week that we were canceling Movie of the Week, but the guys really like this segment, and the listeners like this segment, so we're going to continue onward with it. Just wanted to put that out there.
It was quite a discussion to continue onward.
Oh my god, dude, it was
Jesus.
fucking everything's fucking pulling teeth with the peanut gallery.
Jesus.
And then at the end of it, we were like, okay, we're gonna start over with Zach's choice first. And I was like, yo, I've never had this much power before. And I was like, let's watch Evangelion 2.22.
We're like, what the fuck?
I know. Jesus.
But Dean gets to choose the next one, and he's
Yeah,
gonna
Dean, so
do
what's
it.
the next movie?
He's gonna do it live.
The next movie is Princess Mononoke.
Oh God, Eddie's
No complaining.
Princess Mononoke. How do I watch that? What I gotta?
Oh, I don't know, dude. You're Canadian. That's a whole fucking.
No, it doesn't work
You guys
like
still
that.
got Blockbuster, or
You gotta make it. Everybody has to have access to it.
that was never stipulation.
It is. It's stipulated in the chat. It is stipulated in the chat, my
Well,
dear
we'll figure
friend.
it out, I guess. I don't know.
Oh.
We can watch.
Yeah,
it
that's
on
why people
HBO
need to
Max.
watch it, dude. It came out when the Titanic did.
Yeah, that's why. A throwback to Manny, because Manny was real upset a few shows ago. He said that the movies used to relate to figures, and I was like, let me go find some Hook 6-scale stuff. G-Wiz Customs, they put together a run of an outfit kit for Hook, and there was a collaboration with a few different artists like Head Sculpt Painters and Head Sculpt Design. I think it came out really good. I think it's a very intricate outfit. So
Yeah, this is
probably
cool.
really expensive.
The outfit's perfect. Yeah.
Can we get a reissue? Because I would love to buy this.
Bro, you gotta save your money for moving, my guy. You're not gonna have any money from your statue sales if you keep buying all these expensive
I
things.
haven't sold one statue yet.
And then also, there's a Hook feeder by
Feeder?
Chung.
Wait, a
figure,
Hook?
Chung Kinman.
You said
This
feeder.
is Peter Pan.
Clip
And you
that.
said a Hook fitter.
It's a Hook feeder, Peter.
What the fuck? You messed up twice, dude. That was
probably did.
horrible.
No, because Zach likes to feed her the Peter, guys. Let's calm down.
Oh,
Thank you, Dean. Thank you.
Nice save. What a
Gotta get his
co-host.
back.
I think it looks great. Great.
Dude, honestly, this looks fucking sweet. I would never own this, but it looks really good.
Dude, we need a third-party figure to make third-party company to make this because it's just a simple outfit, and then maybe have someone like Watto's.
Dude,
make
just
a
get
Head
some
Sculpt.
like old leaves in your yard and tape it around a figure and.
Needs a crow head.
Yeah. Mario, tell us what you think about this movie.
He did, I thought.
Yeah, he said,
said he wanted
was,
to-
He
I
said he
think
was.
he-
fucking
He said he was
chicks and
too
getting
old.
high.
He said didn't even get to finish my thoughts in the private chat, and then he
Oh.
turned
He
off
took
the
off.
camera. Okay. When Mario comes back, we'll touch on it. But
Dude, he didn't need to finish his thoughts. He was with James. Fuck that guy.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, exactly. He's like, I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Mario?
You too old? You don't get to talk about it, bitch.
Oh,
Jesus.
there he is. Shoot.
Wow.
Mario, you're on mute, my guy.
Oh,
Well, now your
boy.
camera's
What a
going.
hot mess today.
Mario,
What is happening? All
It's
right,
the
well,
worst show we've ever done.
Wait,
Mario,
what's
come
going
on,
on?
let's go. We're moving on.
He's on mute still.
I can't. Unmute
What
him.
is he doing?
All right, next.
All right. Let's see. Hugh says, "Can you remind me how we can enter to participate in the 1,000 subscriber giveaway?" I remember we had to write on a Facebook post, but I forgot. Mario says, "Move along," in the private chat. So to enter, all you have to do is join. Obviously, sub to Collecting Weekly. Join 16 Corner Facebook group, and then on their giveaway post, comment hashtag whatever it takes on the post. 16 Corner group, you do have to be approved to join in. So answer the questions, and then they'll let you in. Very simple.
Look at this.
And then right now we're at 940 subs, so the giveaway should be probably in a few weeks if we continue at the current rate. RoboCop is a good movie. I think it has been movie of the week before when we first started the segment, like way back. Because I remember I specifically watched it only because of that reason.
Manny,
Yeah.
if there was a creeps segment on this show, then you could help pick movie of the week.
Oh, shit.
Jesus.
My
You're going to be back on the shit list.
I'm already on the list.
June Patreon benefits, those are shipping out in about a week. We got the posters in today, so if you're waiting for your poster, Dean and I are getting together on the 19th to sign them at an event for Rainer. The Small Talk sticker and the Oxfather sticker were the stickers of the month. Equan says I'm on day 4 to get in that group. I gave up, made a random account, which got it instantly. Yeah, I think if your account isn't like a real name, they wanted people to like join with their real accounts, something like that. For July, 2 stickers, or 1 sticker rather, and a magnet. The Clips sticker, shout out to Danny for making that. And then Manny made us a Mount Collect More magnet with the 4 founding fathers of Collecting Weekly. And then we're also working on the August sticker, so. Boogie Manny says he's never getting off the shit list. John just dropped off. Eddie is
Beauty.
permanent.
Thanks, Manny.
Jesus.
HBO Max has the Studio Ghibli movies.
Oh, yippee.
But anyway, so those are June and July. So July will be shipping obviously mid-July. June shipping next week. So if you have any information you need to update on your Patreon, do it, and then send me a message also on Facebook so I can confirm that. Dean, can we say thank you to the Patreonies, please?
Yeah, thanks, guys. You guys are awesome.
We have three tiers. The Sweet Angel tier, $5 per month. Stickers sent straight to your door.
Zach has no
and
sense
access
of
to
humor.
Ox. I'm gonna go back. I thought it'd be funny if I just kept going.
It was funny. It was pretty good.
I got a good chuckle out of
fully believe that you were angry.
Oh, he is. He's just pretending he's not.
See, look,
All right,
we left the stream.
shout out Ben Porter, Sean Fear, Ian CB, Renee Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, Lemur Hernandez, King Louis, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, James Colley, Red Right Hand, Sweet Danny Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Krepp, Big Ol' Fern, King Zach, Cesar Mariquin, Mike Cruz, Lisa Martin Bomansky, Rick D. Gregorio, Alvin Jules, The Everyday Collector, John, whoop whoop.
I can't believe you did that.
Dude,
That was
his
so
were
grand.
so clean.
They were.
I've never heard of whoop whoop cleaner than that. If you guys go on Collecting Weekly Clips, you can hear Pete do it. It's amazing.
P is very conservative, so when he whooped out of nowhere, I was like, wow.
Dude, you broke like immediately.
I
You
was
were
like,
like,
what the fuck?
Bola Boy, Jimmy James, Mario Cortez, Stephen Purchase, Sean Usby, Scott Bradley, Stephen Maria Stanley, Jesse Contreras, Lord Voldemort, Eddie Manzanares, Joe Chutbeaks Corpus, and Mr. and Mrs. JB. Pew, 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 pew.
We have 3 tiers: the $5 Sweet Angel tier, stickers sent straight to your door, and access to Ox After Dark. The $15 Crispy tier, you get the certified Crispy certificate and assistance with figure fixes. And the $25 What a Guy tier, 18x24 silhouette poster, doubles of all the stickers we send, 1 to rock, 1 to stock, and then 1 sculpt year painted by Darkside Customs after 3 months. Yeah, James, probably next week I'm going to put up a post if anyone wants it signed. My sticker,
Sweet.
I will be doing that. We are doing, for TeePublic, on our TeePublic store, we have a CW Pride 2021 shirt. We have done a design, I think the last 2 years, so this is our 3rd year in a row, for Pride. And 100% of the funds from the TeePublic sales will go to the Trevor Project. We solicited some feedback from the team and from friends that we know, and the Trevor Project is a great, great charity. It's a nonprofit organization founded in 1998 focused on suicide prevention efforts among the LGBTQ community through a toll-free number. Very, very good company. And so 100% of whatever we raise will go towards that. It's not a huge donation by any means, but, you know, any bit helps. And we want to show support to all of our people that we know that are in this community. So as far as the network goes, Small Talk is recording this week. Collecting Weekly Live that you're listening to now. OFAC is uploading this Thursday. Collecting Rarities, I think Rainer said they're doing a 2-hour episode is what he was billing it as on the 27th, so stay tuned for that. In and Outs, Mario, you were saying that you guys are going to try a Saturday time slot. Do you want to talk to the people about that?
Yeah, guys. So we originally were supposed to set to go this Friday. However, there was a little bit of discussion about how we're not streaming on Saturdays, and I think that might be a decent opportunity for In and Outs to fill in that slot. So this Saturday, we're going to go ahead and do a test run. I haven't figured out a time yet. I might want to go a little bit earlier and not go as late as we've been typically been going. So just to help some of the people out on the East Coast or anywhere else in the world might be able to come check us out. So I'll drop some more information on Ox later this week as far as what time we're going to start. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we also have clips, which Eddie runs that. And there's different clips that we put on, the highlights, the funniest moments, memorable moments of the shows. Live unboxing, John runs that program. John, what are we doing on Monday?
You guys had mentioned on the last one you'd possibly like to see the Interbay Joker, so I think that's the 1/4 Joker. I think that's the way we're gonna go.
Oh, I gotta jump on that show so I can shit on it.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Wow.
After Dark tomorrow at 10:30.
The worst Joker.
And then Ox plays. We put up episodes about once a week. I filmed this great stream, and I was going through all the different functions of the A320, because it's a lot more complicated than a normal plane that I've been flying. And it was an hour-long flight, and everything was going perfect. And right at the end,
Airbus.
I fucked it up.
The Airbus A320.
A320 Neo.
James, man.
Honestly, it looked like you didn't have the landing gear down.
No, the landing gear was down. I think the thing is,
doesn't look like it.
Well, the plane would be blaring alert.
I don't know, dude. It looks.
All I know is in the video, Zach was
I know
like,
what
"Oh,
happened.
We're
I know what happened
getting
now.
ready for this nice landing. And
I
you're
think I know
watching,
what
you're watching, you're watching. All of a sudden, the screen goes black. You're like, what the fuck just happened?
I think I know what happens. So an Airbus, when you land, you typically land with the back wheels first, then you drop the nose down. I was going too far forward, so I think the nose wheel broke, and that's what caused the sim to crash. But
Dude,
it's a learning experience. I did 3 landings today. They were all perfect, so hopefully we'll be able to stream that game again soon. I know we've been playing Scribble. We have a bomb game that no one likes, so maybe we'll play that.
Is that what you tell the families in the plane? It was a learning experience?
Well, I mean, to fly a plane, you have to fly that plane for like 20 years before you get to take the left seat. So, I mean, I've been
Can
flying
we
for
please
like 2
do
weeks.
an Ox Plays with me, Dean, and John on Warfare? Please. I want to do that.
Okay, do it.
That'd be fun.
On what?
On Warfare.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Warzone?
Warzone.
Yeah, Warzone, you fool.
Modern Warfare, Warzone.
Fucking idiot.
Jeez.
Warfare, I think, was the one before it.
Wants
Or
to
the
play
one-
welfare.
twice.
Anyways, Collecting
Call
Weekly
of Duty
Auxiliary.
Modern Warfare Warzone.
Is it? I don't even know.
Oh my god. Collecting Weekly Auxiliary Facebook group. You want to join in, talk with us off air. That's where you can find us. And people in the community, they're great. 6 Gun Scavengers, Optical 20, JB Collection, KG Collector, PJ the Paradox Nerd, Rowan 6, Boogie Manny, Third Party Reviews, DCX, and John the Everyday Collector. Big shout out to Steven's Collectibles.
He's still only at 9 subscribers, guys. You gotta help him out.
Negative.
Oh, I'm sorry, 11.
Nope. I haven't put up a video. I'm too busy with you guys.
I was gonna say, have you done any content for your channel, dude?
It's been about a month. Bespin Leia was last.
Wow.
I'm with you guys. You know, I
It was
gotta.
like 2 years ago.
I love you, John. Don't ever forget that. Big shout out to Steven's Collectibles. We did an interview with them on Sunday, or Saturday rather. I think it went really good. It's on our channel. It's episode 165. They gave us a little bit of peek behind the curtains at what it takes to run a collectible store. I think it went really good.
Now Manny's on my list.
Well, first when Eddie is on.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
Jesus
you guys have any
Christ.
shout outs you want to give?
Shut up, Manny. I miss Manny.
I saw
Come on
him
the
today,
show instead of
actually.
being in the chat. Oh, you're lucky. Oh, he picked up his figure or what?
Yeah, it's Homelander.
Nice. Did he look good?
I mean, better than ever. Hugh says, "What do you think of Hot Toys reissuing figures?"
What the fuck?
Hugh, you gotta
John,
go
go
back.
ahead.
Hugh, it was a war today, my guy.
There goes the blood pressure again.
I think, obviously tonight was a big episode.
We
2
gotta
hours
restart
long.
the show.
Apparently,
I think-
JB's pregnant.
What? Are you serious?
Look at the message.
Oh, don't.
Oh, what's a matter?
I was like, how dare you steal the thunder from them? Wow,
Come on, it was funny. Look at this
sweet
guy
comment.
finally in his stream.
Aw.
We gotta get.
He was
this
here
guy
in the
on our
beginning.
stream again.
I'm just saying.
I had
miss
something
you,
to
Eric.
say and I totally lost it.
It wasn't important.
Oh, it was probably a compliment to John. You're right.
I'll
It
say
wasn't
that we're
important.
like at 43 viewers right now. Thanks to everybody that's tuning in. Shout out to all y'all out
No,
there
dude, we
watching us
love you
live right now.
guys.
Yeah.
And to all the Patreons, man. I can't express how much you guys really mean to us, man. You guys are all incredible. Thank you.
Look at that, 942 subs. What a guy! What a bunch of guys there.
the best
Anyways, well,
subscribers.
I think we had a great. Oh my god.
Dude, you're about to ruin their lives.
JB is
Eddie,
not
you can't be saying
pregnant.
things like
It
that.
was just a joke because obviously Mr. JB commented, "I'm late," and I thought it would be a funny joke. And
No,
it's
Mr.
JB
JB comes in as Mr. JB. That
It's
was
hashtag pregnant, not pregnant.
I think that was Mrs. JB.
well, it was funny,
Jesus.
dude.
Is that their
Anyways.
names, J and B? I don't know what their
Yeah.
names are.
That's classified G14, baby. Anyways,
Put in the
I'm
private
Zach.
chat. I'm Dean.
JB classified. I'm Mario.
I'm Eddie.
And I'm Jonathan.
Catch you in the next episode.
Bye.